Perhaps,
But
maybe it'll just
kill
be
you.
+3 flat doesn't increase, like plus the per spell, so it's not +9 plus the roll.
Well, there's now 5 of us.
Or maybe
Yeah,
every
so, I mean,
enemy
The
is
party size is
resistant to
increasing every
fire.
day, apparently.
yeah, that's part of the fun.
Because there was only 4 of us yesterday? No, there were 5 last time, too.
Yeah,
No, there's
4 of us last time.
The most we've done is 4, yeah. But it's
you're
been
new here.
yeah. Okay, well let's do
My
this. And actually, I
I have
realized
someone who has their first name as my last name in another class, so.
that I
You're
have this
also,
cut
I
off.
don't know how many Ryans have been before you. It's double digits at least, so. Yeah, I assume the same is true with you.
If I pair all of my stuff together to make my highest damage shot,
At one point, we
once
had,
per long. Oh wait, no, that's not even all of it.
7 Ryans at one
Yeah,
point.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, it was like, really?
Okay.
Someone says Ryan.
It's the worst name to have.
Yeah, funny thing is,
Because you meet 20 others within a year.
So, with that in mind, and new people, just for the record, my camera can't go back far enough for you to be on it, but you'll be hearable, just not visible. Sorry. Unless you guys wanted to cheat to the right a little bit. So, I don't know that it matters. It's up to you. But yeah, with that, you guys find.
I would never touch your stuff. I'm like, you touch my
Let's start with some basic introductions.
I just wanted to say this first. I just calculated out the highest damage I can do once per long rest. It averages out to 72 fire damage.
Once.
We will explore this Unearthed Arcana version of the character
I'm going
and
to
see
everything fire.
how it works.
Everything explodes.
So
One of the fun things about having characters who might be a little overpowered is that if you may not always control when your abilities work, especially if it's Unearthed Arcana. There's
have
all
14
kinds
hit
of
points.
fun things that I
Yeah.
could lean into there.
Well, remember, they
yeah,
also
there's
have
a number
no
of-
hit points.
I could only do that once per long rest, but like I
Once using
I
your
think we
day.
should do it to where like instead of once per attack, it's
Okay, I
per
think
the
it's
whole
3
spell. Because since it's 3
I need to grab
attacks in
water.
one spell, it's not 3, 3, 3. It's just 3 for all 3 of them
So
together.
we'll see how it goes.
Life.
We'll roll into it. Let's get into it though. All
I
right,
need
so
to grab
let's.
water. I don't want to kill my throat.
Okay, that's allowed. So
Quick,
let's-
kill this character.
Wait. Oh wait.
Drop the lamp.
Too late. So, with that, Ryan,
Yeah.
1. What's your last name? Or what's your initial?
Fillmore? So Pete.
Okay. Ryan P. Tell us a little bit about the character you're playing today.
I am Reno, the variant human bard / druid, multi-class, 1 level bard, 2 level druid. I was turned into a stone human statue-like thing that now just wanders the world playing music. Yeah.
Still stone formed, but capable of mobility.
Yeah, capable of mobility.
Okay.
Also having some sort of memory loss problem.
Okay. Very cool.
Hi.
Next.
Oh,
Sorry. I can communicate.
yep. All right. I'm Enrique. I'm playing Vikram. They are a Circle of Stars druid. They very much like looking at the sky at night.
Ryan.
Oh, is that anything?
Remind me what your last initial is?
J.
Okay, cool.
Just switch to my last name if you want.
It's good Ryan, bad Ryan.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right,
Am I
Ryan,
bad?
Are you okay? Are both of you okay with these distinguishing descriptors?
I mean, unless you find a worse one, then I'll take the worst one.
Okay, it's
Well,
the
all
worst
right.
one in good Ryan.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Or you can just call me Jaime. That's
Right.
fine too.
Okay. Ryan, remind us who your character is.
I am Skade, a kobold who is currently not fully alive.
Right. What is the current situation for you?
Lamp.
Yeah.
You are
A
trying to
lamp.
get all the moths.
He has been part of his soul has been trapped in a lamp, and his body is dead. Cool.
Yeah.
It's not feeling well. He's a little sick.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then.
I am Shriek, a sorcerer, formerly a kind of frost-themed sorcerer, but I'm about to turn into a phoenix sorcerer with a lot of fire stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am Byx, B-Y-X. I'm a human barbarian, and I'm pretty ordinary because I'm new at this game. So I didn't do anything super special. So to me,
Pretty ordinary human barbarian capable of smashing things powerfully.
yeah.
Okay.
His character. Did you introduce your character yet?
Oh yes.
I wasn't there. I didn't know.
What's your character's name?
Reno.
Reno, that's right. Okay.
Thank.
R-E-N-O.
No, I just take notes so I don't forget.
Sure.
Or I take shitty notes so I don't forget. My bad.
Okay. Cool. All right, so we're going to jump in. When last we met for this group, well, I guess the short recap is you guys had done a series of portal hijinks, which led to damage that put part of your soul in a couple different places. But the kobold body is cold and dead, being kept cold by a friend you all found in the forest. Your part of your soul and consciousness and whatnot is embodying a lamp, an oil lamp. So not quite genie lamp. You guys tried that, and rubbing the lamp just was uncomfortable. So afterwards, you guys went back to town, decided to head out on a caravan to Greenest, or the city of Greenest in the Green Fields. To see if there was something to do about the kobold who is cold and not bald. Maybe. Anyways,
I don't have hair.
you began traveling. You traveled out of the forest in the south of the Green Fields and encountered what was his name? Jolly Blackfur, a somewhat legendary folklore level inhabitor of the Forest and Plains that your guide happened to know. He said, don't kill him. But you guys learned that there were some strange kobold actions in the area, like excessive numbers that he had found. And then as you traveled through the plains and prairies, for the next day or two, you guys tried camping and ended up running across an Ankeg burrow, and then managed to, through a series of skill checks, evade that particular creature. And some clever use of light, and I think a misdirection with
Minor
illusion. A minor illusion.
Yeah.
That was me.
So then you all had made it to. You ended up finding a copse of trees to rest in after that encounter, and had made it through a long rest. So, in the night, the night went well. You guys were on your guard. You did your normal, you did your rounds and everything was fine. But in the night, a strange thing happened, and your ice sorcerer, right? Basically, like, you all are awake in the morning to the sound of him spontaneously combusting in the sunlight. And with that, I'm going to let you tell the next part while I go just get a basic map of the Sword Coast.
As I'm starting to kind of walk out, I'm kind of just starting to convulse kind of over. Like I feel I'm kind of like I seem to be in an amount of pain and discomfort and displeasure. And as I'm kind of rolling out and trying to just crawl away from everyone, my body slowly starts to ignite and flame. I just start to burn. My clothes aren't burning and I'm not burning, but I'm just encased in fire. And the grass at my feet begins to burn and ignite. I basically light on fire. And now the fire is burning, but it chars my robes from a blue to a kind of a black, but it chars them black, but doesn't burn them away. And I'm kind of suddenly it ends, and I'm just kind of sitting up, just like, what just happened to me? Confused. And then that's what happens.
Very cool. Awesome. So that happens. We'll say you're not there yet. We'll get there. So, yeah. So what do the rest of you guys do? Or do you want to make a perception check to see if you even notice?
Yeah. Perception is good, yeah. No, no. Probably not.
I'm sure you appreciate that.
Sure, I can see it. I have blind sight after all.
It's a total of 8 for me.
So an 8 on perception?
Yep.
Okay.
I got a 9.
In the same turn? Can I just talk as an animal? Because that'd be nice.
20.
Okay, so somehow the 2 fully functioning bodies don't notice,
Nat
but
20.
with your blind sense, tremor sense style awareness, somehow you are able to pick up on, and your knowledge of magic, you're able to pick up on the vibrations of transformation that are happening to your newfound friend.
I'm way spicy now.
What are you talking about?
You're spicy now.
Do you want the horse or do you want the smite?
What's that even mean? I was just on fire.
Yeah,
Oh,
spicy.
I should have thought that through.
Let me read the proof.
I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with my celestial heritage, because I'm an Asimar. But
New Druid is a mixed bag. It also kind of
yeah,
removes the
I don't know what to do with that. I kind of look at my hand and then like I start to notice that I'm creating fire. Just start looking up, and I just put it out. I don't know what to think of this.
Spicy.
very peaceful for a fight.
Did you roll again, or were you warming it up?
I got a 7 on perception now.
Just okay. There will be. So if he's starting to talk about it, like you'll notice the change, but you just didn't see that whole process or didn't register the fullness of what it meant. But now he's telling you so. Whether you comprehend it, that's up to you. Cool. All right.
Yeah, I'm just like, huh.
If you want me to move it, let me know.
Well, you know what? Your body's starting to thaw since it's been all night. I think I'm gonna go do it. I'm just like trying to freeze it, but it's not working. Just.
So
Weird.
Oh well, I
I'm
guess
just saying,
it's a lost
like,
cause.
my fire's kind of spewing from my fingertips, but it's not. I'm not setting his body on fire, but it's like.
I'm gonna make
not
you roll,
freezing.
but thank you for narrating it. So it's okay.
Yeah, my fire's just. I'm
You're like, you
"Huh,
start
that's
to,
not
and
right."
as fire starts to go, you pull
like,
it back.
That's probably not good.
Touch my.
So a slight problem. Your body is about to thaw.
You've already been violating it the entire time anyway.
Would you have preferred I let it thaw before?
Does it matter?
Well, it could have rotted.
You look like you're rotting. I didn't say anything.
Well, you can't see anything. How do you know I look like I'm rotting?
I just know.
Oh. Understandable.
Well, that was interesting. How are we gonna thaw his, or freeze his body now? What are we gonna do about that?
Well, I certainly can't do it.
No one said we had to freeze it. Me. Freeze me.
Maybe we can like find him a new body.
I like it. What new body do you want? Or I'm gonna go look for a squirrel and get you one.
How about we don't do this?
You can make a nature or medicine check to see how long you think the current body will last, or how long you have before the new body would be necessary.
If your character got transported here, where would they
Same
go on
thing.
vacation?
Where's my medicine?
When, yeah.
Medicine and.
Or Arcana for anyone who wants to try that one.
Oh, I'll do Arcana.
Having liked the squirrel idea, can I immediately start looking for a squirrel?
Yes, that would be perception. Or if you're
Perception.
digging, if you're kind of trying to like climb up a tree and investigate, you can do that.
Yeah, I got a 10 on Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think you've got some time. You're not 100% sure. You think it's at least a day before you really start having to think about it, maybe?
Okay. So I think we have at least a day. but I want to count on
I
it.
was also thinking like the
Are you slow?
I was literally trying to decide.
Well, I don't know what to do here, so I think
Are you slow?
And then I was also like,
I can run.
Then do that.
Shall we get going to the town?
I'm 11 for the squirrel.
Okay. Roll a percentile die. You've got a 20% chance that there's actually a squirrel in this particular location. And I am, once again, bad DMing for not having my dice ready.
That is a 76.
No. No level on that. No die.
All right.
For you or for me.
Imagine I'm being prepared. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh, what a fool.
All right, with that, so are you all setting out?
See, all my characters want to
Where did I, for some reason, let me make sure, because I don't know if I wrote down your guide's name, and my brain is spacing.
That sounds about right. The Russian Dragonborn doesn't know about
Who remembers the name of the old man that you guys are traveling with?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't there.
Did I?
Taxi guy.
Sorry.
I don't know. Samuel?
Oh, Samael. Thank you.
Ah, yes.
I was just.
I did copy it down.
Thank you.
I just did it. I put it right near the characters too, so
Perfect.
I need to put NPC
All right.
bolded,
So,
all caps,
to let
underlined,
Ryan,
italic. Other Ryan.
this Ryan Pete, would you just roll percentile die for their travel today? To get us moving. So you guys are setting out. Like you're like, all right. Are you trying to double time it? Because you can set a fast pace. It just means you might not see dangers quickly, or you might there might be other things that happen. But you could travel faster.
I think we should do a fast pace.
Yeah,
Body's
I would
dying.
agree with the fast.
I ain't doing anything, so I can look out just
Unless I
fine.
can find another squirrel.
So, and you guys at this point are probably about halfway halfway to Venus. Let me see if my laser pointer works. So do. Nope, just kidding.
Point? Point?
Nope. Okay. Oh wait, maybe I have to. Let me see if it does it if I do this. Oh, okay, cool. So here we go. So you guys started out down in the south. There are some woods. I knew I needed the other map. South of Greenest, there are some woods here, and you guys are coming out of this region and out of those mountains into the plains. You're probably about right in the middle of this grassland right here, and you have about 2 days left to Greenest, just to be clear. So, with that, so you're traveling fast. Are you doing anything else as you go through travels, generally speaking?
Yes, I don't have anything.
Just keeping a lookout.
Okay. So go ahead, because you're traveling fast, do a perception check, but with disadvantage.
Oh. I got 8.
Okay, so an 8, you are generally things seem mostly okay as you're traveling. Every now and then, you guys will like the wagon will hit a bump along that, like you guys are pushing, and Samael's kind of trying to get the wagon, sensing your urgency. But every now and then, you guys will do one of those like wee moments over some parts of the grassland as you travel. And because you're traveling so fast, we're going to have them come upon you. You're traveling one of the roads south of Greenest. There's regular trade routes between Baragast, Candlekeep, and Verdusk and Greenest. So basically that dotted line coming out of 2 a.m., that word's 2 a.m. going up toward Greenest, they're going to find you somewhere in that sort of region, or traveling a road, either that one or one very like it. So, what would you be doing as they're traveling?
I'd probably be humming a little tune and following a bird. Just kind of walking, barely missing trees somehow. I'm not even looking at them. I'm just looking at the bird.
Okay. Cool. So as you are not looking at the bird, and they are struggling to perceive you, we're going to have you make a dexterity saving throw as the wagon is moving fairly quickly and it's has a potential loss of control. And I'm gonna let's have Ashton. Will you just roll a d20 for me? This is for Samael's survival to navigate the wagon.
Got 5.
Okay.
Wow, he sucks.
No.
Samuel just has bad rolls apparently.
Come on. Got a 19. Yeah, I just got a 19.
It would be kind of.
Wait, save or
Dex save. Yeah.
save? Oh, 21.
Okay. Between you and Samael's roll, it is a net positive of should be like 12 or 13. So it is. There is. You are fast enough. Barely. You and Samael both. Like he goes to turn the same way you're jumping, and when you realize that you're fast enough because of you said the 21 to like jump one more, basically burst one more time and just barely get out of the way of the wagon as he comes craning down, and you hear this. As you look behind you, you see an elderly tabaxi cat person. Whoa! And it kind of comes. The whole wagon comes skidding to a stop, and a couple of them were 2 people were jogging. So each of you roll a d20, and whoever's got the lowest are the 2 that were jogging this time, versus up on the wagon.
Who is
Or except for Ryan. Ryan's up on the wagon.
It's an 18.
a dexterity check?
Yes. Or I think I just said raw.
You could also
But
get
yeah.
a. You could get a J.
Well, I got a 2.
Okay.
I got a 15.
18.
Okay. So you 2 are the ones that are on your feet. So you see a human barbarian kind of running along, and as the wagon slows down, would you slow down and?
So you could be a juris doctorate.
Yeah.
Okay. You would see diving out of the way as the wagon slows down. Describe your physical appearance again.
Like a female statue with long hair, holding a wooden boot.
Okay. So a stonework humanoid who seems to be able to move like a normal person, but does seem to be made of stone. Okay. Not like Doctor Who, where they only move when you're not looking.
Yeah,
Okay.
but similar
Just to
idea.
clarify.
Kind of like looks like.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, why are we stopping? Just from out in the from the wagon.
There's a something. I almost ran him over.
Well, what are you? I've never seen you before. What do you look? You look strange. What are you?
That's a good question. I don't quite know. You have a very nice wagon, though. I like the wood.
Pop out of the ring.
Yes, we like it as well.
That is always a good thing. Did you say where our little bird friend went?
I don't believe I did.
Right here.
That doesn't have feathers.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I apologize.
All right. So yeah. Okay.
So, what do you all be doing over here in this neck of the woods?
We're delivering a corpse to get reanimated.
Or perhaps trying to sell a lamp.
Interesting. I haven't ever heard of someone doing something like that, but I also don't remember a lot of things that go on. I'm actually not quite sure where I am anyways.
Yes, well, what we're doing is completely normal and taken upon by others regularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
You do not need to report us to the police. I mean, I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not report us to anyone.
I'm not sure what the police are, so...
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep, we just got a soul. We're just like transferring the soul around in this lamp.
Ah,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty normal things.
I don't quite know what a lamp is, but I would love to find out sometime.
There's the lamp.
Ashton points at the lamp, or Ashton's character points at the lamp, I think.
There's the lamp.
That's a.
Very interesting.
Well, I'm sorry I almost ran you over, but you're welcome to join us. We're in a bit of a hurry in case you didn't notice. This fella in the lamp his body's thawing, and it's, well, strange things these days. But you're welcome to come along.
Sure, why not? I have nowhere else to be right now.
All right.
All right. Okie dokie.
So,
This group wasn't weird enough.
okay.
Stone.
So Ryan, let's have you roll percentile die, and then what was your roll on weather again?
For
A while ago. Is the
oh,
percentile die?
98.
the
Okay, cool.
I think it's 99.
Okay, wonderful. So you all are traveling at a fast pace. You have a very clear sky. The weather's nice and temperate. The breeze from jogging and a little bit more kind of keeps you guys cool even as you're trying to go at a fast speed. And it almost feels like you've got a bit of a headwind. Is that the one that pushes you forward? I was getting these mixed up. Tailwind.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're getting a bit of a boost from the wind even as you travel faster. So that's always nice. Every now and then. Sorry, I'm having to check to see if the pizza is almost here.
Pizza.
Theoretically, it's only 2 minutes away. Yeah. So you can keep it longer. I don't need it yet. Okay. Thank you. So, weather's nice, and you guys actually don't see a whole lot of anything. It's just kind of open grasslands. The things, it's kind of normal things. You'd see basic nature things. They are running a steady pace. Because you're going fast most of the day, I want everybody, including the lamp, to make a Constitution check. Yours is, as they're going fast, does anything happen to your lamp as it's being jostled around?
Yeah, so you guys have broken
14.
all the bandits.
14.
All the
11.
vampires.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, you do actually. You could stay.
So yours again?
14.
14?
11.
11,
19.
19,
4.
4. What'd you
14.
get? What?
I don't think I have a 14. I don't think I have for
Okay.
14. Yeah.
So despite being a bit being jostled about a bit, the lamp stays intact. Doesn't seem to have any major issues. Doesn't spill oil. Vikram, however, like you're not used to long distance running. You're kind of having a Gimli moment, like dwarves are great for for short sprints, right? You're having one of those moments. So you take a level of exhaustion. For those who need the scale,
Work for the Fang Guild.
Yeah, okay.
at the first level of exhaustion,
Disadvantage on ability checks.
on ability checks, yeah. So, and if you get a second one, your speed is halved.
Yeah, we already know.
So,
Blah blah blah. You die
Stuff.
eventually.
yeah, if you get 5 levels of exhaustion, you basically drop dead. So that's always nice.
Oh,
So, sorry, I'm really confused by how.
yeah, was it good?
they're just okay. Sorry, pizza. Distracted.
No,
It was a drug.
With that,
I thought the short one
okay,
was.
you guys make it through that first day. Let's have Ashton go ahead and roll another percentile die.
Hi, Steve. Nice to meet you.
74.
How would you all set up for the night?
It's a little moistened.
Or would you travel through the night, actually?
You're
You made it to the evening. I guess it depends on how urgently you think this thing is.
Urgent.
Yeah,
Minus
you're
him.
like, What are you doing? Are you
I
gonna
mean,
stay up with me?
your corpse is gonna start rotting pretty soon. It is thawing,
or at least let us know.
We're not late.
and it was just frozen in ice, so it's also gonna be soaking wet. So I kind of think we might want to.
I would vote for traveling through the night.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Keep going. This is
Sounds good.
We need to.
yeah.
We need to get past them.
Just run through
Keep
the
going
night.
through the night, we said?
Yeah.
Okay. So then if you guys are going to keep running through the night, are you still keeping watch?
Yep.
And do you have anything that would give you any sort of night dark vision?
No.
I could
I
keep
have
watch.
blindsight.
Yeah, someone else should probably keep watch.
Yeah, I can keep watch. I got dark
Okay.
vision.
That works within how many feet did we say?
You said 50.
50? Okay. Cool.
Does that sound like a good deal? If I give you my 3
Hold on one sec.
Is there?
They should. It's probably easier if we send someone out.
Get out of the dungeon. What are you doing?
Does anyone want to go look for pizza? Ryan, you got this? Okay.
I'm not doing much.
Okay. They should be going out. It's a. There's not a code for this, so yeah. Just tell them. Just wave them down and say yes. It's for Greg, or Yolanda. Last name Fields.
Artist with your blade. Yes.
Do you want my? Actually, do you want my phone just in case?
You should be a better artist with
All right. Just sorry, and thank you all for your patience. This is sometimes what happens.
No problem.
Admittedly, I did.
You want to see my
Okay.
art? Come on over here.
Okay. See if you can pull down a refresh, and if they try and call, it will come through there. So yeah, should be fine.
It's a metaphor, a turn of phrase. I don't think he's being.
Sorry, dinner always distracts me. I have tried to offload it. But okay, so with that, you guys are going at a fast pace. I need perception check with disadvantage, even if you've got dark vision, because you guys are still traveling fast. And then I want a constitution check from everybody, including Samael. Okay.
16.
Okay.
Well, the 20 and a 15.
An 8.
So 16 for me.
I'm not sure my usage of the car.
Okay.
I'll
Sorry.
roll for Ryan.
So,
Okay, let's try again. So messaged in Spanish?
Yes.
Yeah, he told them it's not roll.
Yeah. Probably better than they'd roll anyway.
All right. Well, I will be right back. You guys discuss, like, what would talk in character as you're traveling? What would you be talking to each other in the night about?
So how did you become a statue?
I'm not quite sure, actually. I just remember walking, and then I kind of forget again. I seem to forget a lot of things, but then it suddenly kind of flashes back the important stuff.
What flashes back?
I can't say.
Ah.
Don't quite know. It just kind of happens, and then I forget it
A lot
once
of
again.
twos.
I do remember, though, I've been cursed somehow.
Spell card.
20.
I don't have that spell.
5.
it's a fun party we got
Something
here.
powerful. I don't remember what. Just a flash of light almost.
This one isn't lighting up anymore.
Strange.
Or maybe we should do that. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. Jeez. That's a
Look at that.
Are you suggesting that I toss my dice across the room to roll a nat 20?
Yes.
So,
What'd you roll?
I'm about to find out.
So what makes you trying to save this body that's attached to the lamp?
Honestly, it was my vote to just abandon it. The lamp and the body.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as it's under
I kind of get
my
distracted.
protection, I guess I might as well try to save it.
Fire.
Speaking of, you're keeping watch.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, if you get 3 of them with it, they actually.
Let me know if you see anything. I'd like to help us try to avoid danger.
Full damage. Yep.
If you want to set up like some kind of signal where you tell me if you've seen something.
I think I'll just, I don't know, wake you up. I'll pat you on the head or something.
What
Maybe
do you
just
think
yell.
Wake up, wake up, wake
about
up.
fires?
Maybe just start yelling.
No fire. That it's perhaps will make us easier to see.
Good idea. I of course, that's a great idea. That's why I wasn't setting things on fire.
And it disappears.
That's also why we've turned the lamp off.
But it shines and sparkles.
You.
Shut up, you're supposed to be hungry.
Yeah.
Or it might not work great.
The dramatic music in the background.
That's what I was
The
thinking.
dramatic music. We're just sitting here.
Well, we're just all sitting in a wagon. There's just dramatic music in the background.
It's like when you leave the boss arena, but it glitches and the music keeps playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's effectively it.
It's like the
Are you want
ambience.
to do like a sharp whistle, or are you just gonna shake me to wake me up, or? I mean, I'm trying not to fall asleep, but
How about I'll just wake you up in some general waking you up manner.
all right.
I don't know, like putting the lamp close to you and then telling it, you're right next to him, wake him up. Some shenanigans.
Does the lamp have some sort of power in waking people up?
No, it's just loud.
Ah, I see. It reminds me of instruments that some of my friends used to play.
Fascinating. You talk about friends. Can you tell me more about these friends?
Yes, this lamp has never had any friends.
I remember they did something similar to me. They would also sing songs.
Song singing. Huh. Fascinating.
I don't remember what they did, but it was almost like thunder. But in a can.
Thunder in a can. Is that just a can on concrete? Just bonk. Just,
Maybe that was it. I don't know.
indecisive. Yeah.
Take 15 slashing damage total.
I downloaded an app called Dungeon Bard. It basically just has background music for D&D.
Oh yeah, that's thing.
And it's really funny because some of them don't seem like they belong anywhere. Like you can also turn it up and down in intensity.
Oh yeah. I liked the weather sounds.
Turn off.
I prefer my space music ominous.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of dread, you know?
Yeah.
Because what's space without existential dread, right?
What's space without opening the airlock?
What if there's no airlock? What if the ship doesn't need one for some reason? What if
That
airlock?
solves most problems in space, opening the airlock.
What if we're all Warhammer 40k orcs and we just believe that there's air?
Sorry, I'm not
So we
green.
can breathe.
I'm not green. Not Greg. He's gonna be gone for like an hour. So
That's the podcast
chat.
tonight.
Yeah.
Podcast.
5 random people,
Five
role-playing people, that are in the caravan.
Chat. This is interesting.
Chat, send me a donation. Here's my PayPal. What if we
I'm sure most of the people here are also broke college students, so I don't think you're getting anything.
I know you're poor, but I'm also poor. And
I'm
I
poor,
deserve it.
but I'm on the
I'm
internet,
poor.
so I should have it more than you.
I have money, it's just not liquid.
See, I'm poor because I don't have money. Give it to me.
You will give it to me.
No, not will. Just give it.
Oh.
Give me the shinies.
I don't want money unless it's played to me in like comically shiny dollar bills. Like they have to have the sparkles and everything. Like
Just glitter it up. Glitter it
if
beyond recognition.
if I threw one on a wall or on the floor, it wouldn't have any friction that they're shiny it is. Squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean. Clean it so good the ink comes off.
Not a dollar bill anymore. That's just bill.
Just a bill.
No, that's not a bill. It's just bill.
It is bill.
9 damage. Okay. Second one, 6.
What if it's a coin though? What happens then?
Okay.
I mean, it's still a coin. It just doesn't have anything on it.
What if coins were actually square?
I bet there's a square coin out there.
Should someone help Greg?
Oh, help him!
Yeah, can I?
Dude, he had to buy a whole other one.
They definitely have like
How lost was he?
first degree burns. Is that the highest, or is it?
So very lost.
Degree is the highest.
If you guys want to grab some pizza real fast, go ahead and do that.
You had to go on a mission, yeah?
Just watch the. They're gonna fire.
Yeah.
I can barely stand. I can barely move normally without the thing going.
And he's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, it's close.
That's a great
He fails it probably.
It's,
Yeah, he fails it. That's 10. Alright, yep. That was this. So Galen just runs over him, and after Cafu, like, Johnny is going to body rolls on top of him. His little tail is going to smack, and Jezebel is going to create a bonfire underneath this one. Okay. So he's tripping him into the bonfire. Is that another dex save? Yep. What's the save? 16. Red damage. Red damage? But it's like extra butter. Half bread, half. I mean, you can start 1, 2, or 3. Even though there's only one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. With that as well, though, Jezebel's also going to go snaggle and not break concentration on Abram. Go outside? Yeah. Okay. A little bit out of the way so people can't really. We have plates.
Oh, Lincoln, did you think I was taking a picture?
Yeah.
No, I was trying to talk to a student, like instead of typing. I'm sorry.
I'll say
Plates?
just figured.
There are plates over here. Sorry.
Here, I'll take them.
Okay, I'll say you can move like 60 feet away.
Thank you, sir, for the plate.
Yeah, range is 60 feet. Yeah, that's like a photo of Alright, is that your turn? Yep. My card. Alright, next up, first on the bandits. Alright,
It's a chimera, okay?
Yeah.
The cloche is just any example of writing
And that definitely doesn't hit. Alright, yeah, both of them miss. Zach, it is your turn.
Oh, I can't get answers. I mean, I would.
Yeah, you're. I mean, Jake, you figured your death, so that's.
Yeah,
And you've already used your reaction.
I already used my reaction.
I didn't eat
I just didn't want getting the 2 slices of pepperoni.
Yeah.
Thank you. And a piece of the cheese bread?
It is one of those things where I didn't have any questions for most of the day from the students, and then all of them came in right after I started the stream. So,
They saw you streaming.
yeah, they saw on my professor channel. Oh, he's streaming. Let me send it now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They
But
knew where you were.
Hey, that means you got viewers.
that's a way of thinking about it.
We're getting Naruto.
What?
Live in concert. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were going to say like a Naruto play or something. I was like, what? Naruto's a musical.
Would be the big old thing on the country. But for them telling us we're doing Naruto, like, it's a live in concert, so like the Naruto, like, I just like behind on the screen.
Yeah.
Says,
Share the camera, everyone.
We're fine. We're doing Naruto play.
Ah. I'm on
No, we should not be doing this.
I'm like, I'm having a heart attack. That was awesome.
Zach, so what are you doing?
I believe I was trying to do LP that would be a disadvantage.
That'll work. That was most everybody.
Against who?
Naruto, the musical play.
Yeah, you have to disadvantage.
Look at the camera now.
Why not?
I don't know. I didn't see.
You can move and take an opportunity.
I drew white open the
Right, yeah, he's gonna take an opportunity attack on you. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure musical plan.
I was just trying to kill it so far.
What was the black belt from this one?
Does a 23 hit? Right?
I was
Almost
really.
put that back in. Do you think anyone wants to just take it? All right, I'll give you the other one.
You take 7 slashing damage.
Wasting food is worse than.
Probably one of the worst subjects I could say.
I haven't done that. Also, the crunch is great. I used to always be the same way.
I love really what I have.
You said 7.
Dude, no.
Mm-hmm. 7 slashing.
Unironically, one of the best anime. Oh, no, it's excellent. And the reason I say that is because it looks like the same kind of show.
I'll take any food as long as it's not
I hate pickles. Have you read the manga at all? No, but I want to see it. It's so good. And I know it's different. Foreign high school is one. It's a shoujo romance, but it's like my first.
Put on the mic while I'm eating.
Same. Yeah, it was the first anime.
Here's where you doing? Yeah, you still very well. Or coffee or something, you know.
Good attempt to.
Surprisingly first.
It wasn't, I could say, but I watched Italian. I also watched. Oh yeah, so we're both like cringe. Like not being influenced for that. I wrote fan fiction for Italian.
I forgot how
That
much
is
that
like
is.
it's so joker for you.
1v8.
I believe so.
Of all the things you could have
Probably
written
should
down.
grab
You
a
might have
napkin.
two at this point, right?
Yeah. But I forgot what it was.
The most easy for fan fiction, but that's almost worse somehow.
All right. Thank you for your patience, everybody. To you guys, not the internet, but thank you. If anyone was watching, appreciate your patience. Sometimes having pizza delivered to a classroom goes really well. Like I've had ones who are like super awesome. They show up at the door. And then I've had ones where they're just like circling around the campus and can't really get their bearings, and that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes.
I genuinely don't understand how it can be lost. There's signs everywhere.
Well, yeah, so, yes. With that, did you guys have, is there anything in the conversation that happened while you guys are like hoofing it that I should know about?
That I should stop playing with fire
Oh yeah, that's a good
because it
idea.
might get us noticed.
I may or may not be a pyromaniac.
Okay, so you were enjoying the fire.
Absolutely, it shimmers, shines, and it's glorious.
I was asked for a warning if anybody saw anything.
Right.
I recommended fire.
Okay.
I
All right,
shot that
and
down.
cool. And then I had you all start to make checks. So I asked for a perception check from you, right, with disadvantage, and it was a 15, 16. Okay, and then did I ask for con saves from everybody, or con checks from everybody else?
Yes.
Okay. And Enrique, you did yours with disadvantage because it's an ability check?
Oh.
Oh, we're got the roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was outside.
Yes, you were outside trying to help, and then there were
mission failed
complications. Yeah, you know, it's okay. These things happen.
19.
Cool.
I rolled a 14 and a 17. So
Awesome.
Constitution is +2, so 16.
Very cool. And then Ryan P.
Oh,
What was your con?
I think it was an 8.
Okay. So this is more movement, like than your stone joints have done in a while. So while it's fun and you're enjoying the fire, you're feeling some of your stone kind of temporarily crumbling or dusting. So it's just not used to this level of stuff. All right, yours was good. Okay. So, you do take a point of exhaustion, which means from now on, until you get a long rest, all of your ability checks are with disadvantage.
I think I pulled a pebble.
That's stupid.
I like it. Okay, cool. So, the last thing, Ashton, why don't you roll for us another D100?
What's the
64.
64. Okay. Cool. And then, actually, Ryan, you roll 1, 2.
Percentage? It's all or nothing. 5.
Okay.
I was
5 on yours.
Yeah, 5.
So is that only 2 basilisks?
If only.
It's actually none because it was super low, and decided to go super low instead of super high because you don't know the percentages until after they tell us.
Okay. You all, in the dark,
one of them was this guy.
since you haven't got your mic on yet, will you grab that map for me over there behind you? Since you haven't got your mic on, will you grab that map for me behind you? Please, thank you, Ryan.
That's good enough.
So, as you all are plowing forward What was the perception check again?
16.
Yes, that one. So go ahead and put it there. You all on your path. Sorry. Let me do this for the sake of use. I think I meant to cut this at one point 6 months ago. I kept forgetting.
Whoops.
And it just kept getting re-rolled back up. So we're just going to do that for now, and I'll cut it in the art room later, because that's always fun. So you all are running, and with a 16, you see coming up in your path at about, what's your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay, so once it hits 60 feet, you notice the moonlight glinting off of a large stone structure that has, it doesn't appear quite out of nowhere, but you all are moving fairly quickly. So by the time you see it, you guys are going to end up on this map for a moment. So I realize we don't have the mini box over here, so one second.
I swear, I'm prepared.
Not the mini box.
You know I use dice for myself.
There's a kobold in there. I'm not going to use anything else.
So here's your wagon. And you guys can grab a mini as needed. You can yourself around said wagon.
Do you want your initiative tracker?
Not that. Not today. Not right now.
Actually,
the wizard man.
You already have it. I think I already put names on it.
The wizard man. That's not a wizard man.
I was thinking more of you might as well take it out now.
Yeah, good
I'm
thinking.
taking the ghost.
It's a turtle. Can you find the kobold in there? There's 3.
See if I can spot it.
It's like almost this color.
I don't see the kobold.
That's I don't know what that is. A hobgoblin.
So.
We're good.
Okay, so you can put your mini basically around the wagon. Put him in.
Put him in the wagon.
Okay, you can pull that towards you.
Put him in the wagon. Put him in the wagon. In the wagon. Needs to be in. Yeah, thank you.
Are you going to use a die? I feel like that's your style now, Enrique.
4.
Yeah.
First try.
I'll use it back.
Time. Oh, you don't have to be so snooty.
My minis aren't good enough for this side of the table,
The
apparently.
minis have already disappeared, so.
We could have
always
brought him
used to
back. Time to die.
That happens sometimes. Okay.
It's time to die. Right there. Die.
Okay. So, with that, you guys are traveling fairly quickly and almost out of nowhere, but not quite because of the high perception on your part. Suddenly, the top, what seems like a dilapidated or degraded, weathered stone structure, the walls of which are only about 8 to 10 feet tall. And so as you're going through, you've got a few trees, a lot of grassland. It just kind of suddenly it's there in the dark. And so as you, it kind of coming out of nowhere suddenly, Samael will slow the wagon a little bit. How would you guys like to proceed? By the time he slows it and you guys realize what's happening and can communicate, you're about 30 feet roughly away from the first edge here. And I'll say you've got, what's your first reaction? Like, what would your first step be?
Kind of in a lower tone, I'm like, hey, should we check that out? Seems a little worn down. Might as well just see if there's something in there.
Feels like my back right now. Ugh.
Huh.
This running has been quite annoying. I haven't been running, and I don't know how long.
Could take a peek.
I think it would be safe to just continue to greenness.
Might be right.
My body dies, it's on you.
Well, do you all want to keep going here? Are we trying to go quiet? What are we doing? I'm always nervous about places like this in the middle of the night. I mean, you all saw the end keg at just a pile of rocks. Who knows if this thing's haunted or something?
Maybe we should just try sneaking by it?
I'm good with sneaking.
Yeah. Let's be quiet.
Okay. So if as a group you're going to try and slow sneak kind of around it.
Yes. As we try to sneak, I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
With what?
Okay. So everybody make a stealth check. If you've got disadvantage because of exhaustion, make sure and include that. But Pass Without a Trace should give you a plus 10 bonus, I believe.
Yes, plus 10.
To whatever you roll. In addition
29.
to your normal bonuses.
I played
27.
So,
the only good part of that movie is
14.
you take 21 /
even with the 10 bonus?
Yeah.
Okay, 14 total? Okay.
Can I have guidance for myself?
Alright, that's his turn. Logan, and you are up.
Since it's all kind of happening fairly quickly, are both of those leveled spells?
Guidance is a cantrip. Pass Without a Trace is a silence.
Are they both actions?
I think so.
I'm going to say probably not then.
All right. That's a
So
15
we've got
for me then.
So 15, 14.
21.
Okay.
What do we have? 27.
29.
Cool. I would hope that the. So, how do you stealth?
I'm a lamp.
I know. That's why I'm curious. Like, how would you, as a lamp, try to be like less noticeable?
You lamped real hard.
I don't. I mean, I guess it's just like holding your breath.
Okay. Which means that you end up not burning as much oil, and your light becomes really dim, but on purpose, not like you're hungry or dying or something.
Yeah.
And then with the Pass Without a Trace, it's almost like you're getting this this magical muting of your visibility too from outside the glass portion. Cool. Okay, so with that, I needed to check stats on something real fast.
Uh-oh.
It's the Demigorgon.
That at level 3.
Don't forget
maybe.
the semi-golden.
Like level 27.
Semi-demi?
Semi-gorgon.
Demigloss?
Is a snake a semi-gorgon?
That's what I'm like.
He's not acknowledging my greatness.
It was decent.
It was great.
It was decent.
And no one made a noise. It was great.
Say it one more time.
Don't
Would a
say it.
snake be a semi-gorgon?
I like it. I do.
No, you really should hate it. It's terrible. But that's why it's good.
I am a sucker for good puns. So.
It's not a good one. It's a bad one.
I'm
That's
a
why
sucker
it's
for
good,
any
though.
puns, okay?
No, it's a bad pun. That makes
yeah.
it good. Please
Okay, cool.
understand. Exactly.
So,
Like, the more it hurts people, the better it is.
average stealth of your party was high enough to not be noticed. As you all slowly travel, you get about halfway through if you want to move the wagons and minis, about halfway down that map. As you do, like you guys traveling fairly quietly.
And then with my second attack, I'll hit the one with the 2 up, but not the one farther away from the one big.
And as you guys are kind of trying to do this a little slower, with your 16 perception, you are also going to notice there are about a half dozen kobolds just kind of in a sleep pile, and then you see like 2 or 3 more. You see 3 more. Sorry. You see 3 more that have wings, some sort of winged creatures. It's still dark, but with your dark vision there, you see them kind of tucked away. and they're actually, it looks like they're laying on really lumpy beds, the ones with wings.
7 points temporary hit points.
That are almost the same size as them, but it's kind of hard to tell. So, but you guys are kind of slowly working your way through. But that's what you notice with your perception of 16 as you all are managing as a party to stealth. Just barely out of their detection.
Since we're close, I kind of whisper to you. Wait, do you have dark vision?
I don't know.
I think I'm the only one else who can see right now.
Yeah. So I whisper to you, just kind of, there's a ton of kobolds in there.
And he's going to try to land the one right in front.
Do we want to grab a fresh body?
It's a DC 16.
I kind of whisper to you, hey, what do you think about grabbing a fresh body for you?
That's 8 points damage.
It's messed up.
Yes.
He burns to a crisp, and those curved
And-
bodies dead in the family guy goes.
Yeah, I was just saying. That's messed up. There's nothing else to it.
You just hear like little scratches
I don't care.
against his face.
Maybe we should just keep going.
They're all right there. Do you want to fight 12? However many kobolds yet? I think it's 12. I don't know.
Well, we could, but then
Yeah. Alright,
we could, but that might.
You got
end
excited
up
about that.
Are they sleeping deeply or?
You sound like you want to.
Do you have dark vision?
I know.
Make a perception check. Well, you'd already be making it
Yeah.
with disadvantage, but you're basically trying to use your hearing to notice things this time.
What me?
Perception, that's a 10.
Okay. With a 10, you can hear at least 1 or 2 creatures snoring unnecessarily loudly.
Okay.
All right, Donald Duck.
Listen, okay? Do you want sound effects or not? I didn't say they'd be good.
I just made my comment. There's nothing wrong with it. I was just.
You're right. Yeah,
I have
that's
to.
good.
You point it out when you see it.
So
Take every opportunity.
You hear deep sounding, deep sounding snoring on one hand, and then a secondary follow-up of more of a high-pitched kind of thing on like 2 separate corners of this, 2 separate sides of this thing. Yes. What would you do here? Do you stop for a new body? Fresh.
I kind of just go over to us and like, so I'm just, let's just, how about we all just kind of come close together and huddle so we can kind of whisper, all whisper to each other.
Maybe should someone check on the body to see how much time we have?
Oh yeah.
If that's possible.
Someone can do another medicine check.
Does anyone have good medicine?
I think I have a decent medicine. I'll check the body.
I just have standard bonuses because Bard. Which is
I'm correct, I'm proficient. I have a +3. And
I have a. I also have disadvantage at the moment, but I have a
Both,
+5.
yeah, I was gonna say
Oh, yeah,
both of
+5.
you
Oh,
have
yeah,
disadvantage on your skill checks. But
Oh.
yeah, you
I
can
have
go
a-
pat the body down and see what happens.
That is actually great. With a +5, that's a 22.
Nice. What were your rolls?
17 and 19.
Yummers.
Even so, being of the party the most familiar with this particular kobold, it's a little easier to determine how Skade's current state compares to what you've been used to for years of your life at this point, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So yes, as you look, you're like, for sure he's definitely not cold anymore. But you know, his body basically, it's a little soggy from just, you know, the clothes are just from all the like re-thawing or whatever. But you think it'd probably be fine for another day, maybe, before you really have to worry about it being problematic.
And we're still about a day out.
No, he's still alive.
You did a medicine check.
I promise.
You could make a survival check.
Survival. Okay.
Plastic teeth fall out yet?
Yeah.
They're wooden teeth, actually.
Much worse.
They're wooden, actually.
That's a 9 survival.
So Vikram is not 100% sure, especially because it is not as bright a night. It's hard to really get your bearings in the first place, and you don't know this area.
Yeah.
But you are huddled in with the group still. So.
That's not art.
I mean, we could go either way.
And he's supposed to ignore that
He
last
seems
comment.
fine for the moment.
It's not art, man. It is Vanya's turn.
Do we hurry or do we risk it?
How ugly are they?
But can't you see? Don't you have blind sight?
Yeah, but I don't know how it looks. I know you look moldy because it's just obvious. How ugly are they? You can see them and you're not.
That's a matter of preference.
They look like lizard people. They look like kobolds.
That's what we are.
No beauty is in the eye of one of the beholders.
I'm not familiar with kobold beauty standards. I don't know the proper what makes them attractive or unattractive.
On a failed save, it takes 3d6.
I mean, there's a lot of them in there. I'm sure one of them is.
Yeah, they won't witness one. We're not talking about a person.
Which one do you want to
How
murder
will
then?
we get? But how do we? But if we only take one, we don't know if we're getting the good one.
Just grab one of the two that are away in the beds.
We can't
I've always wondered how flight works.
We could always come back.
Just grab it.
That's a good idea.
You could also just grab one of the big ones. Or bigger ones. They're not that big. They're the same. They're still kobolds. There's a little extra. I know. I've never flown before. Could be fun.
I'm starting to think this may be a bad idea.
What
They're
does
all
semi-elf
asleep.
call this?
He's watching and like looking very carefully around, like just kind of waiting for you guys to make a decision.
Oh no.
All right. Hear me out. We sneak in, we kidnap one, so then it won't go bad. Then we can take it wherever we want
Attack action on your turn, and you are holding a can't say
while they're sleeping.
But I think they have something too.
+2 bonus to AC.
We might as well.
Next turn,
Yeah.
while the weapon is in your hand, and you aren't incapacitated.
One of the winged ones. They're more important.
We should go for an easy one.
The winged ones are more important.
I don't think so.
Always just save one.
Well, you don't
have to
think
trade it
so. You don't know
now.
anything about us.
Take one, just keep feeding it, and then when the time comes, just swap.
I'm so sad.
Just grab one of the ones with the wings.
Are we engaging?
Are we going to grab one of the ones with the wings? Do we have
Make perception or persuasion.
Oh, you're gonna let him try and persuade
Yeah.
you in character? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna roll against it then? Your wisdom or?
I rolled
guess-
terribly, so I don't think it matters.
Well, I'm rolling at disadvantage.
That's
so.
true. And
I guess
because that's
Is this against your
wisdom? Just
intelligence
a flat
or
wisdom check.
for being
this
convinced?
is probably against
You
my
can do
wisdom.
insight. You
Yeah,
can do
insight. That's what I was
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Versus your better judgment.
Well, what did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so we would tie if I rolled a 1.
I don't think that's. Is that worth my bardic die?
Don't you have like
Say again?
3 of them?
I have 2.
Oh, 2. That's right. Yeah.
Are you saying you're trying? What are you trying to do?
I mean, I'm trying to say that we could just could go in and grab the winged one.
Well, do we know the winged ones are the kobolds?
If they look the same, they're kobolds.
You
They're just
see,
birds.
you do. One of you knows that there are winged, what you think are kobolds.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see them well.
Well, I have blind sight, so as long as they're breathing, I can hear them.
They might be a little too far. You said 50 feet.
50.
That should be within your range.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Better
so-
question. Could have used performance instead of persuasion. No. 'Cause I'm a bard.
I'm just going to use these for now, for the sake of it, because I don't have winged kobold minis.
You don't have enough
But just so you
kobold.
can see how things
Well,
are
I'll roll
positioned.
my insight, I guess.
So these are all winged kobolds. Sorry, internet, for getting a close up on my chest over there. And these ones are all in a pile, sleeping.
I don't know
Is
if
it perhaps a wisdom saving
I'm using.
throw that you could be rolling?
Well, either way, I rolled a 16 and a 20. So.
Oh, so it don't matter.
All right, so
Even if
whatever
my
it
part
is.
Just go, this is the dumbest idea I've
Yeah,
ever.
this is the dumbest idea. If
1d8 plus 1. I think I did it first.
okay,
So for sure, you at least see these things.
Oh no, it's my own deck.
And not everybody can see these if they don't have dark vision, but you know that they're there because you've heard them or some version of them. Those 6 are sleeping in a sleep pile.
So I can see the sleep pile, but I can't see any of the winged ones.
You can see the winged ones.
I mean, which one are you?
I'm this guy.
the ones with wings are the winged kobolds.
Yeah.
Okay.
The piles.
They're like barely in range for you to see.
Okay. It helps that they're not in a group.
Well, you could always just move slightly to the side.
If
I
only
could always just
Ignis-
use burning hands, and suddenly it's great that they're in a group.
Yeah. Exactly.
Could maybe minor illusion to separate them if we need to.
They're already separated.
Yeah.
And are any of? I guess we would have
I guess
to be
can I do a
closer to see.
perception check on these guys in the back? Because you've not accurately described them to me.
Yes. So him saying that there are things.
Let's
there,
go, baby.
And then your, what'd you get?
I'll guidance.
Okay, you're gonna guidance me?
I'll guide you.
Got a nat 1.
D4, right?
Yeah, D4.
There goes.
Got a 2.
2, and then it
I
is
think you've been doing better with the half-open dice box than on the table. But so, what was your total?
It'd be 3?
So you wouldn't
think.
be
Might
higher
be
than
4.
the basic description he's given you. You know, you have a sense of the creatures being there, but you don't get much more than that.
I can't tell. Whatever. Okay. Probably what I think they are. I'd be surprised if they were.
Which in my mind,
No other weird thing like associating with them. Us.
All right. So has the position of the winged kobolds been told to me?
You,
I don't think I can
you
see.
heard 2 snoring creatures for sure.
Okay.
And one of them was probably the winged.
Yeah.
What seems to be coming like from this area's winged.
Okay.
So you've got that you personally recognize. You can hear the boop, 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 boop from the pile, from the sleep pile, and then you hear the one of the deeper, raspier snorings happening on that far. The one closest to me.
Yep.
And I'm going to do this to try and. For the sake of the internet. You know,
Funny
the 10
idea.
or, 10 or 25 viewers that we get on these videos.
I have a funny idea.
What are we doing? So are we going to continue rolling? Are we going to stop and engage in some way, shape, or form?
All right.
I have an idea.
Well, if I understand that this is how it will look generally. If we go for hopefully one of the deeper sleeping winged kobolds, we might be able to pull it off.
Why don't we just sneak in and get one?
Yes, you want it. All right, we're going
I know
for a winged one.
invisibility.
Yeah, you could try to sneak in and just grab one without waking them up.
Yeah.
Or you could ride the wagon in and just cast a bunch of spells.
What's your name? Hold on, hold on. I can't find there. It is. Hey, Bix. You can pick that guy up, right?
yeah, I can use my
Yeah.
staff for the first 2 actions.
Yeah, I could probably pick one up.
So you're going to try and. Which ones are you going to try and pick up?
Well, trying to get a winged one, right?
I have invisibility. I know how to make you invisible.
Okay, so
It would be funny.
I'd have to sneak in.
I can make you invisible.
Oh yeah.
19. Yep, that is. Okay.
They can't see that.
How many people can you make invisible?
One, what do you think I am?
Just one.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Wonderful.
Which of us have good stealth scores? Or we all have pass without trace. So we
Yeah.
all,
Right now we all have plus 10
get a
on
plus
top
10.
of whatever.
Oh,
And then invisibility probably makes things yummier.
I have +2 to stealth, so it's not that bad.
Stealth. I have a +1 to stealth, and I would be rolling it.
I was going more off of.
to stealth.
I was going off of strength to pick up the actual thing easily. If we're gonna take one out, you're gonna want to be strong enough to pick it up.
Ah, yes, it would be athletics based to carry it. Yes.
Yeah.
But you have to stealth in to get it. That's all right.
Yeah.
Unless you don't. Unless you want to go for speed.
I
How would you
have
try to-
invisibility.
So first, are we committing to this, and what does it look like? How are you going to try and do it?
How well can I actually see in there?
You have almost no vision for yourself, so any perception checks would be a disadvantage because you are a human without dark vision in the middle of the night.
So if I wanted to go for one of these in the back, would I have to make a perception check just to actually be able to pass towards it?
Do a perception with disadvantage, yes.
That's I think a 6.
6 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could bring me with them.
You think you could probably find a path to one of the snoring creatures? Would you go for? You could hear. What was your other roll?
Like a 14.
Okay, so we'll do the 14 for the hearing. You can hear the same 2 snoring that I've described before. So you hear one high-pitched snore and one lower, deeper-sounding snore. You think you might be able to use that to kind of get there?
All of a sudden, the category of Mossy Thief
Okay.
playing.
All right. Sure. I'll try to sneak in.
Okay.
Cast
I'm
invisibility.
definitely following. We're all doing this together, right?
I was gonna send him in
Or
by
at least
himself.
the 3 of us, maybe the 4 of us. Because I don't know how much the lamp will help in this situation.
I can see.
Like,
I was gonna send him in by himself.
I'll try to like follow you, but I'll kind of stop right here. And if they start to wake up, I'll just burning hands. Okay. And it'll
Can I-
hit all of them out.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on.
Okay. Is it a touch-based spell?
Yeah, touch. Get over here. Grab me.
Pick him up.
You're now invisible. Hooray.
Okay.
Bye spell slot.
All right. Then now it's just a floating lamp.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Wait,
so-
no. Because it's target is wearing or carrying. Anything target is wearing or carrying. I'm being carried.
Oh.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I dig it. That's great. That's nice. Thank you, Ryan, for this. That's wonderful. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Hold you.
so you're invisible and trying to sneak in.
Well, is it smart to carry him in? Because now, instead of using 2 hands to pick up a dead weight body, you're using 1 hand.
You can always drop me.
Or put him down gently.
Lay him on top of the winged kobold and pick them up together.
So, do I have to carry you to be invisible?
No.
Okay.
You have to carry me for me to be invisible.
Okay, so I should probably set you down on the wagon then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You set the lamp down on the wagon.
All right.
Okay.
Guess I'm gonna go for this one over here.
Okay. So
Grab my hand so I can be with you. You can't see you.
Where are you all going? No, I'm dying.
Carry
Don't
me.
do that. He needs help.
all right. So who's
invisible.
going?
I'm
I'm
definitely.
going.
Okay. So the 3 of you are going. Are you hanging back with the lamp and Samael
Yeah, I'll hang back
and the
with
Catman, the old Catman?
Yeah, and the cat.
Okay. So you're standing guard with Samael, ready to run. All right. The 3 of you make me a stealth check, and we aren't treating this like a party stealth anymore. It will be individual.
Okay.
If you have disadvantage on ability checks right now, make sure and incur that. And remember that you have +10 because of pass without a trace.
26.
Also, he's invisible, so unless it's sound based.
Oh, you get advantage on your stealth check, Barbarian Man.
Oh yeah.
Bix.
I got this 9. I got 21.
Yummers.
26.
Cool.
I also got 21
With disadvantage?
with disadvantage.
Nice.
Yummy pass without a trace.
Very cool. So
There's no reason.
you all stealth in. As now you need to do an investigation check to see if you can work your way through.
7.
Okay. Total? Okay. Roll a percent. Hold on.
Do you want it?
Which one were you going for? The deep or a bardic inspiration is what you're trying to give him? Is that what?
Yeah.
How are? we'll say that he's gonna move. So move yourself 20 feet in.
How much is
Do you want the dice?
Because there's some difficult terrain. If you're going to try and bardic inspiration him after he's moved, that does require him to be able to hear you.
And there's a skeleton, a big green goblin, laying close to the statue, and a broken staff sitting next to him.
So,
Do you want it?
And the statues have a.
so that's metagaming. You don't get to. You can't ask him. It's too late. He's too far away. You just
You
have
can
to.
ask him, but
Yeah, you could ask in character, but out of character, we're not going to meta it. So you can either do it or not. So
You're gonna make me do a roll for that. No, I want to see him fail. He's invisible anyway.
Don't.
I assume.
Okay.
Bonnie's gonna be here.
So he's invisible.
Written over the.
You had a 7 in your investigation. Were you going to aim for the high pitched one or the low pitched sounding creature?
Prince Philip
Like-
Langford, the 10th heir to
the low pitched one?
Okay. Roll a d6.
One.
King Philip
Okay.
Langford.
And roll a d4.
And the final one to the north.
Oh.
The floor.
What's
Toothless.
that?
That's not a D4. Sorry, man.
That's a d4. Yeah. Okay. You are
No,
going to
D4.
end up 3 squares straight up from your position. So if we think, yeah, I did a 6. So one's going to be basically your north or whatever. So you're going to end up basically bumping into the wall. We'll say for practicality about right here in the middle. So you can move, you can move him here. So you manage. So you're like struggling and trying to find it, and you're like searching in the dark, trying to hear it. And the way the walls are curved is making some of whatever is causing this snoring. It's kind of like the sound is rolling down the wall a little bit, and so you end up being off by that much. So the D4 was how many squares, and the D6 was which direction, in case anybody wanted to know. So, with that, the next two, so that's your stuff. And so I'm not quite getting into combat yet, or initiative yet, so we'll just take it a piece at a time. Remember that talking is always a free action, so if you're over there by Samael, you can say stuff. So let's do you first. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to just kind of get right here in position where if something goes bad, I can get fighting immediately.
Okay, and you have dark vision, so you're fine. Do you have dark vision?
I don't know.
Okay. And whose hand were you holding, or were you going to try and hold a hand?
Well, I asked him to grab me. I don't think they did.
Okay. Had you?
Yeah, I was thinking I did.
I can let you. Okay. Then that's fine.
I would've
Okay, so
caught
then
the
you
line.
would be dragged along behind him. I do need, and you guys all were fine stealth checking wise. So yeah, move your dice mini. I'm sorry, I'm being so judgmental.
It's what I use.
I know you're fine. It's okay.
Dice.
You're dice man.
I need to look and know immediately who I am.
Okay, so I get it. That makes sense. All right. So yeah, you kind of follow behind. Why don't you make a perception check as well? It's going
Okay.
to be at disadvantage anyways, so
Yep.
you don't get double disadvantage in this game. DC
All right.
20, however.
What if you want to be mean?
Perception, that's a 12.
Okay, so you even without your sight and being pretty tired, you can tell that he is off, and like he bumps into the wall a little bit,
Yep.
and you can hear the creature to you guys' left.
Okay. All right.
And you're holding his invisible hand.
Yeah. Can I try to like reposition him a little bit?
How would you do that? You're just kind of yanking on?
Yeah, I'm not yanking, but I am tugging
Okay.
with purpose.
You feel that pressure of him trying to guide you in a different direction.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Sure.
Okay. As you all get closer, you realize that there are. You get close enough to tell that there are actually two creatures here.
I would like to say,
There is a ambush drake, and then there is an actual flying kobold. I'm gonna actually swap this out for the sake of clarity. So this is a winged kobold on top of a guard drake is actually what they're called. So it's basically like a dragon dog.
Okay.
They're about 3-4 feet tall, and kobolds and this kobold seems to be like splayed out. The thing you're actually hearing snore is the guard drake underneath, the dragon dog, and the kobold is like splayed out over it, like sleeping, basically in a saddle.
Okay.
And so even with what little perception you have, you all are right there and do notice that.
Hey, I can do your money.
I was tempted to let you guys roll to see if you noticed that, but I'm just like, it's fine.
Seeing that,
I think that's majority.
like that immediately goes against, because I was thinking it's alone, it's kind of close to an exit.
Hey, I'm the money guy.
Now it's not alone, so I'm thinking change of plans.
It's not that I don't trust him.
He can even go invisible.
I can do that.
I don't
He
want him to
disappears
go.
invisible, and I'm back.
I don't want him to go.
I want to bail now, because now that there's a 2, I want to bail.
All right. How would you communicate that? Because they wouldn't know that. So
Yeah.
if you're in your mind, you're abort. What would you? How would you communicate that?
If we're going to give, if Pimp is going to be our dedicated accountant, then I say we don't have one, and we all just keep
Well,
ours.
this is for me.
I take my 19 gold out of the vial.
Is that what the?
Yeah, by 5.
I'm also.
Okay.
going to take my gold out of the pile.
I take 20. Actually, actively.
All right, so the way I rolled, I think it'd be easier to try to get a body and keep him quiet. So
There's also
I think now I would like try to like tap on you and like try to pull you away.
So you, all right. Make a persuasion check and make an insight check.
91.
Okay, so I'm gonna divide 91 by 5.
Flat for me. All right, 2.
I got a 19.
Okay.
They get compensating.
You sense the tugging and pulling, and it's
Excited.
see, so or you think you are like,
Yeah.
come on, let's go.
Yeah.
But it's still somewhere in the middle, which would be straight 10. So or 10 or 11. So with that, it's a little weird at first. You're like, what's going on? Like, why is he tapping me so hard right now? Like, just like it almost is annoying. But then you have a moment of he's nervous now with your insight check. So there's something that has caused him to be nervous.
Actually, hey, listen, if you give me the ring, I can tell you what it says on it.
And he's kind of tugging you in the direction of the wagon. Or maybe that's where the 2 comes in. Is you're kind of tugging him in a random direction.
Yeah, kind of a random direction. I'm thinking.
Actually,
Before I actually do this, have I been told how many winged kobolds there supposedly are? and
you
where
only
they
know
are?
of the 2 sleepers.
And the 2 sleepers.
Roll a d6 for me though.
So
Because really, it's you got a 2, so
Yeah.
it should be randomly decided.
that's a 5.
So for your 5, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, he seems to be pulling you in that direction to your 3 o'clock.
Even drops into his hand, you're like, he's swiping.
Okay.
Hey, come on. What's the big deal?
I'm gonna follow him.
Like away from the snore.
So you
Yeah,
come
I'm
in
gonna-
Or
to our part.
do I know, because this was the heavy snore,
Yes.
where I might be trying to pull him to the high-pitched snore then.
Okay. It was still a 2, so that's where we're letting
Okay.
it be, because that's how we're letting the dice
Yeah.
work that in. Because he had such a high insight. He knows you're trying to get him to do something.
Okay.
But your communication is coming through poorly.
It was given.
So,
One individual in the party
Yeah, I'm gonna
has
follow
the
him.
authority.
okay.
Go in the direction he's pulling me.
So down.
So, and then, so that's you guys. We'll move in a minute. What are you? You said you were trying to get there. What do you? You can see them with your dark vision, and there's a moment where, like, you can see him, Vikram, like, you're kind of tapping and shaking. Like he seems to have gotten a little bit more frenetic, and he's trying to pull your barbarian friend away from these creatures. And I'd say as you look over there, that's when you notice in this moment, that's when you notice that it's a kobold on top of some sort of dragon dog of some kind, scaled dog creature.
I think that I'm able, that I'm able to see what, like I see him and I think of, you want to move him, but I don't really think I can help with that. So I'm just going to move kind of right here, just to a better position to hit these guys and hit those guys if need be.
Okay. So as you guys try and move, make another stealth check. Meanwhile, what's happening over with Samael, the lamp, and the stone person?
This is really entertaining to watch.
I can't see much.
Good for you. I don't care. I'm having fun.
So
That's what
badly
matters.
I so badly want to start some sort of fire.
No.
I
You might see one though.
dare.
Hey, if we get lucky, you might see one in there.
Oh, it's probably best if we stay quiet.
It'll be really funny. Sounds like a children's story.
All right, what do we get?
19.
30.
15.
Cheese and crackers. Okay, that's still not bad.
What happens when you have a plus 10?
18 plus 2 and plus 10.
Okay.
I'm
2 and a 6 for the group.
I'd be impressed if they saw anybody.
So if you guys are stealthing, you can move basically 3 to 4 squares. Do another. So as you're trying to move,
So yeah, so I would, I guess perception and then towards the high pitch.
if your perception is higher than a 10, I will say that you can choose where you go as you're trying to discern things.
All right.
Roll. Aww.
So that is exactly 10.
Perfect. Okay, then you can pull him in. He said he was following you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys can move where you want to go.
So which one was the high pitch snore?
So the pile.
In the pile.
In the pile. Which
Okay.
you don't know is
Well-
6 different creatures per se. You just hear a high-pitched snore there
Okay.
because you
then
can't
that,
see. Are you alright over there?
Yeah. Yeah, this sounds.
It's hilarious.
Yep,
Well,
I guess
I
I'll just
can-
follow him.
Okay.
Can I see them with my limited vision?
You see almost nothing.
Almost nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty dark.
Then I would just start dragging him back toward the pile.
I'm kind of having this moment of,
Alright, go ahead and move him where you want to move him.
And yeah, so we're moving slow. You said like 3 to 4 spaces, so like
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm like just waving you to stop, but you can't see me at all.
Exactly. Your perception was just enough, so okay. Cool. So you get right up, and you're really close. You can sense it being right there. And you can hear the high-pitched kind of thing going on somewhere in front of you. What would you guys do next? The anticipation is so amazing.
I think I'm going to try and guide you away from them because I'm like, no. Like kind of like a come here and kind of.
How would you try and guide them? Like physically?
I'm gonna like kind of put my hand on your shoulder, kind of like this, and I'm gonna
Like
slowly-
feeling that I'm probably gonna jump if I can't see him well.
Okay.
Or
Ouch.
this is probably a con save for me actually. For being scared.
Yeah, you're making his voice
Yeah.
for you.
5
like
less, and there is a bodily reaction.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I-
Yeah, if you don't remember, in
There it
case
was.
there was
Okay,
a woman and a flesh woman.
Constitution.
Yummers.
18.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you maybe like twitch a little bit
Yep.
and realize, oh, okay, it's my friend.
Friendly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like slightly tugging you, just kind of back this way,
Yeah.
just like.
So you let us know you had dark vision, right?
Yeah. Or I don't know if did I mention? I think no, I did when I said I was
Yes.
doing
So
watch.
I would like kind of like tap you and try to pull you in, just so I could whisper to you. So it's like, that guy has a guard dog. Do they all have guard dogs?
I said, you're leading him to a pile of sleeping kobolds.
Are there any single? What can you see?
Can I see them?
You see both. So these now as you've discovered, all 3 of these are kobolds on top of guard drakes. So these are the same thing in all 3 places.
I know you're missing out. This is hilarious.
Yeah. So and then I assume none of these in the pile
I hope someone dropped something.
have like guard drakes.
No, there's just a pile of just slumped
Fire
together.
makes more of it. Then I can see what's happening. You're very creepy, you know that.
So I'm basically
I
gonna whisper
think
to
I
you.
get told
I
that.
think it's safer to grab one of these in the pile,
can't deny the
not one of the
shinies.
ones with the guard drinks, the guard dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna kind of sit there.
If we just all three of us haul ass, run him straight into the wagon, and just kidnap him, hit and run.
I think that will cause. We need to be like super careful. Grab one cobalt. Be quiet as we can.
I wonder if they'll mess up.
Yeah, so as you're searching around kind of this general.
Are you with me?
Kobold kidnapping.
If you're not, I'm out.
I'll go for it. Let's do this.
What do kobolds call their children? I don't actually know. Would it just be hatchling?
Cobs.
No, it's not cobs.
Balls.
That's not right either.
Balls.
I'll look up something close, but for now, or you can make a history check. Make a history check.
I wouldn't know. You want?
Who knows?
You're a cobalt. If anyone,
Yeah,
that'd be
it
you.
would probably just be. Wow, 15 plus whatever I have in history, which is. What is history? Like
Intelligence.
intelligence? Oh, that's a 14 then.
Okay. They're usually called halflings or calves.
Okay.
So for kobolds, we're going to say more likely to be considered a calf
Okay.
or a K calf.
Calf with the K.
And their parents call them ka-ka.
What?
Exactly.
So,
John, shut
wait,
up.
have
don't
you
say
been
it.
hearing? Wait, does he hear us, or are we just like whispering into each other's ears?
I'm gonna say
You guys are close.
You guys, yeah, kind of like huddle.
You're like leaning in because it's like this like head huddle thing, like in the dark.
Yeah.
Hear these
Here's my-
whispers in the dark.
Here's my plan. You, while invisible, grab one, and I will sit here preparing a burning hands with the careful thing, so that if they wake up while you're dragging them away, I can just and make sure that you don't get burned either.
No, it's like an engraving.
You can see, of the three of us, you can see the best. So you're kind of our eyes at the moment. Which one is either sleeping deepest or seems the easiest to kidnap? Because that's what we're doing.
I'm kind of. I'm just pointing at this one right here. Just you can't see it all, but I'm pointing at it.
Okay,
Yes. Just like that one.
Is he trying to
So can we see this one? Is it
pile?
I'm pointing at the
Make
one in
another
the corner.
perception check.
If I may ask,
You can too.
what does
Make
the
a
pile
perception
look
check
like?
With
Oh, no.
disadvantage because you're blind.
What does the pile look like?
Or can't see. What? Who?
The kobold pile. Are they like all next to each other,
It's
or
like
is it an
crude
actual
style-
pile?
No, it's crude style sleep pile. Like if you know that movie, yeah, it's literal sleep pile.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to like drag one off the top or something.
Jenga.
Yeah, kind of. It's Kobold Jenga. What'd you
Got a
get?
13.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay. So with a 13, like there's a faint, like maybe it's a little bit of leftover like cinder on his hand or something, but you can see just a faint glimmer of where he's pointing to. Something about the way he's moving, or you hear the whoosh, whatever it is, as he's trying to indicate like here, right here, and you have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so I pointed at this one thinking that they were all like right next to each other.
We'll say, so make an insight check. Let's see if the one you pointed at was a good one,
Oh,
like an
that's,
accessible one.
I got a 5.
Okay.
It was not a good one.
So roll a percent. So roll. Since you haven't gotten to roll in a while, roll us a percentile die, and because that was only a 5, you have a 25% chance of choosing a good one, basically.
88.
Nope. Okay. So you seem to be drawn toward, like you see what you think is a kobold hand of one that's right on the top, and you think that that's like you get the sense that there's something right. You get the sense of where he's pointing you, and how would you try and go about grabbing it? You don't know that it's not the dice roll side. So you think he's pointing you in the direction of a really good one to go for.
So, am I like tall enough to be able to just maybe just like where is it positioned in front of me? Like,
So you're close enough where, like, what are you wanting to do?
I think I'll just grab it by like the sides of its torso and just
Okay.
pick it up.
So he pointed you toward one that he thought was good but wasn't. So as you go to target that one, you go to grab at it and you.
Because I know, am I still holding onto your arm?
I'd like to maybe just.
But you wouldn't. You didn't do
Yeah.
any better here. So
Yeah.
it's just what it is. So
Well, my thing is, why are they trying to do it alone? When we're trying, because my thought was we were all trying to do this together. So if they're just go to reach one, I
Okay.
might try to use my reaction to like, what are you doing?
do a dexterity check or an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Okay. That is a 1.
No.
Oh, you're right.
So you're just like it takes you too long to realize. Anyways, so your goal was to like I'm gonna try and grab this thing and just run.
I was thinking I would maybe like put my hand over its mouth because it's gonna go invisible too, right? Because I'm invisible.
Objects only.
Only not creatures.
Oh.
I can read it again if you want.
But you can make an Arcana check to see if you know that.
Wearing or
Let's have
carrying?
you do that because
Okay,
it's your
sure.
character's knowledge of the spell, not.
That landed
in
in
the
the corner,
corner.
but I think it's 13 plus. Okay, it's 13 total.
Okay. That's a really more fine-tuned piece of that spell, so I'm going to say no, you're not 100% sure. Your character doesn't know if the kobold will go invisible or not.
It looks like I'm grabbing it, so
Okay, so make an athletics check.
20.
Okay, so 20 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got the strength for it.
It's going so well.
Oh my god, you're missing
I'd be
a
like
show, dude.
covering its mouth so it can't like
hilarious.
yell or anything.
You would have to be able to feel its mouth, so
Yeah.
do a. That's really more of a sleight of hand, like so. Do sleight of hand, but with disadvantage because you still can't see it.
But they're like one on top of the other, on top of the other. They thought they were standing like, together.
Okay.
It's a tower.
17 total.
You know?
Alright, then my notes. So
Okay.
I'm not even going to use the guidance. Yeah, so you look.
Okay. With a 17, you manage to pull on this arm and kind of follow the shoulder up to what you think is the mouth. It's hard to cover a kobold mouth because they do have the elongated snout a little bit, but you think you've done the best job you can. And as you're pulling, it feels heavier than you were expecting, but you're pretty beefy too, so you just kind of, and as you do, there are two other kobolds sitting on top of this one he pointed you to, and as you yank, two of them roll off. The ones on the bottom don't really notice the weight shifting, but the two on the top, suddenly the stops, and you hear, what's happening? Leave me alone, I'm trying to sleep. As you and so you have kobold in hand. There is a kobold in your possession, floating in the air. Were you trying to like hug it close so as to make it feel comforted, or like there, baby Bjorn style? How are we doing this?
Just putting it over my shoulder, I guess, but I guess I'm covering its mouth at the same time.
I am freaking
Somehow.
out.
So you just hear the thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I lost my grip on your arm. I am freaking out. We're supposed to be doing this together. You just soloed it.
Okay.
So I'm panicking. So I heard like a "leave me alone" from.
I'm trying to sleep.
Came down from the ceiling as it.
I'm kind of putting my hand up like, do I need to blast you?
Can I make like another perception check to see what just happened?
Yes, with disadvantage. What would be your next step? Are you going to slow walk, or are you supposed to be bolting to the wagon? What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to be quiet and
Much better.
gonna try to be quiet. I'm gonna like comfort the kobold on my shoulder to hopefully calm down.
Okay. The three of you make another stealth check, all three with disadvantage, because you did just wake jostling two of them. But you still have, I think you still have passive without
Sorry.
trace.
Yes. So my perception was a 9.
Okay.
And then what did you want me to roll?
Stealth, still with disadvantage.
Would you have a neutral? Would he have a neutral roll because he's already had the advantage?
Are we out?
No,
of
he's been
gas
able to
with
roll.
that
Never
trace?
mind.
No. So it lasts an hour.
Oh.
And there's nothing that makes it stop, right?
Yeah. I'm just holding concentration.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
An
so
hour's like how
19.
many? Yeah, is that
17.
Cool.
stealth for me,
One you're carrying.
19.
So it's 19, 17, 19?
Yes.
Okay. One sec. I think go here. Should have just got the monster now. Their perception is so bad. I just figured I'd try and give them the benefit of the doubt, but nope. Okay, even that 17 that was rolled for the one you're carrying is fine. In the sleep pile, oh, there is a 20 there. That's high enough to sense something. Yep, and then the other one. So, the one you're carrying is fine. There's one at the top, like, you see this. You all hear, like, jostling. The one that's like, leave me alone, try and sleep, rolled back over and like tried to pull the arms of one of the other sleeping ones over him like a blanket. And then another one that's at the very top, you see kind of, what's going on? We're
Hearing that, can I?
Hey!
Do I know that if kobolds have dark vision?
Make a nature check.
A 7.
Can I?
You don't know.
So hearing like that, the hey, can I do like a persuasion or a performance like, hey, it's not time to wake up yet. Just go back to sleep. Everything's okay.
You can do persuasion.
Persuasion.
Against insight.
Oh no.
It's always the twos.
I keep rolling a 2 and a 4.
The terrible twos.
Oh, by the way,
So-
where is everyone? Because you grabbed a kobold. I'm sure we're
So
not.
he grabbed a kobold, and I think you said starting to slowly move, right?
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so you said you were
So
trying to slowly
dumb.
move. You made a stealth check, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll say that you've been able to kind of slowly move to here, carrying your little baby Bjorn. And the one, no, I tried. Hold on, let me see if I can do it with 2. Can I balance it?
Kobold.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
So my persuasion was a 2.
All right, and his insight is an 18 minus 2,
Oh.
so 16.
He's not convinced at all.
What? You're not my mom! And then he chucks, he's gonna, you're close enough, he's gonna slash out with a dagger. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay. D4 here, D4, there's one. That is 5 damage to you.
All right.
5 piercing damage. And it yells, "You're not my mother or mom or whatever." Yeah.
All right, and then I need to make a.
I've rolled like 4 under 10 rolls for the perception of the rest of the group. Like, actually, technically, it's like 8 if you include the first set. But yeah.
Okay.
They don't know.
So I took damage, so I need to make a con save for concentration.
Yeah, for your invisibility spell, for what it's worth.
Okay. It's a con save, correct?
Yep.
So
Or constitutions.
yeah, Constitution save.
Concentration check.
Or is
That's
it
what it is.
concentration?
It's so that is a yeah, it's a D20 plus your spellcasting modifier is what it should be.
Oh, plus my spellcasting modifier. Okay.
And it has to be, I believe, higher than 10 or half the damage you took, whichever is bigger, if I'm remembering
So I took
correctly.
5, so I
So
need
yeah,
to do
it
2
has to be 10.
or 10.
Whichever's higher, yeah.
Okay.
You know how I was like saying that like you kind of like
Nope, that's a 9.
Okay. You go uninvisible.
No.
Hmm?
You didn't
Oh,
attack.
no. Wait, what was your...
Pass without a trace.
Pass without a trace. Sorry. Thank you. Pass without a trace, dissolves. Suddenly you three are very aware, actually all of you, because it was on everybody, right?
Yeah.
All of you are suddenly very aware of like the extra sounds you're making, the scuff of your feet, the rustling of your armor, the chinking of scabbard again and hilt and that kind of thing.
I don't want to alarm you, but you're shinier.
It's okay. They're having fun over there. It's gonna happen. Just wait. I know you're waiting for it.
Do I think that, like, they're up and awake and, like, do I think they're about to, like, start fighting?
One of them has already lashed out and struck your companion and drawn blood.
Well, like, that one, do I think, like, I kind of saw it happen, and I kind of saw that it was kind of a almost on instinct thing. Do I think he's going to get up and keep doing that, or is he just going to try and go to sleep after
Insight
that?
check. Since you're asking, insight check.
Insight. What is that? 18. Oh, that's nice. 19.
Yes.
So he's up and he's about to start fighting.
I don't get the question.
He's up now.
this is
Yes,
so
and
great.
he's seeing you guys. So yeah.
I look at him, I just think, oh, right, they're in a pile. I'm going to throw this spell I've cast many times, Ice Knife, because it will hit multiple. And the first thing that happens is, as I go out to attack, I almost subconsciously ignite into flame through the mantle of flame, or being a Phoenix sorcerer.
Okay, so you can still do Ice Knife?
Yeah, that's a bonus action.
Okay.
I go to cast Ice Knife, and it does not come out Ice Knife, but Burning Hands.
Gotcha.
So I'm just like, tunnel of fire.
Very cool. All right, so describe, if you've got the language for Burning Hands, tell us what that means.
What happens is Burning Hands. Let me just read it out.
Read it for us, yeah.
As you hold out your hands with thumbs touching and fingers spread, a thin sheet of flame shoots out from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
Okay, we've got 5 people around the table. Everybody roll a d20 for each of these kobolds. And what's the DC again?
What is it? 13.
Okay. And there, it was a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving
The
throw.
4 who are sleeping don't get, actually don't get a. They're gonna have no. Actually, we'll keep it. We'll keep it this way. It's fine.
The crackle.
Actually, no, they wouldn't. So then, you all rolled. They'd at least get disadvantage. So roll again for the 4. Everybody but you. Give me the lowest.
6.
Okay, and we said dexterity. They get a +2 to dexterity, so that's an 8.
3.
I rolled a 9.
So 11.
12 with the bonus. So
That's 14.
none of.
wait, do
no.
I
The
roll
12
for
is
them?
with the bonus. It's a 10.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wasn't.
And what was your just 1d20 for the one who's awake?
18.
Okay, so unsurprisingly, the 4 who are sleeping all get hit for full damage by this thing. Is it?
It's 3d6 plus my charisma modifier because of Mantle of Flame, so like 6, 6, 2, and 3. So
you
12,
rolled
14,
2 6s?
3 6s, because it's Burning Hands is 3d6.
Did you roll? So roll all 3 d6s.
Yeah, it was a 6, 6, and 2, so 14, 15, 17.
Okay.
It's I rolled 2 6s on that.
And failed save, they take half damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No. Yeah.
Yes, that's
No,
how-
if
that's
they
how it
pass
works.
the save, they
Yeah,
take
I'm sorry, I
half
said it
damage.
backwards, didn't I?
On failed save, they take full damage.
And on a so 17 damage. Like kobolds have 5 hit points. So even the one he's like, ha! And he jumps out of the way, not realize like he rolls off the sleep pile and thinks he's gonna get away. He only gets into like he gets 10 feet away and he's still in the 15-foot cone.
Oh, wow.
And so he's like, ha! And he's like curving and he's like watching it envelop him from the other side as this entire pile of kobolds just crispy critters.
That was a first level spell.
With
Kobolds
some
suck.
added texture, yes.
With 3 extra damage.
Kobolds suck.
They are challenge rating 8th.
Okay. Oh well, that would
One
explain
party
it.
can fight 8, or
Yes.
one wizard can fight 8.
Yeah.
But yeah. So,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just turned them.
So
to
5
ash.
of them crispy critter, and 1 of them is being kidnapped. His whole family, now dead.
What about
Thanks
these?
to you.
So
What about
this
these six?
big?
Yes.
Just bright light. Just
Oh
bright
yeah,
fiery
that's right.
light.
That's true. We need the with advantage. Okay. One of the sets wakes up.
Wait, so all 5 of these guys are dead?
Oh yeah, they're all.
2 of the sets. All of them are there, dead, crispy. The 2. We'll say that the one that's
Well, I think that would still be difficult terrain. We can leave them there.
All right.
Sure. Yes, that's a good point. Thank you.
Difficult terrain.
You've got to save your exit if you can.
Yeah.
So
It's a pile
the one
of
that was
dead
snoring
kobolds.
is you kind of hear a, and it goes back to growl snoring. The
Guys.
other 2.
Out.
The other 2 kind of jump up, and the kind of in their saddle, and they're like, "Hey, ah!" And they'll look around for their weapons, and I have to go remind myself what winged kobolds hold.
Probably a spear.
They do have spears, daggers, that kind of thing. All right, cool. So,
This female vampire jumps out
yes.
with her cape ripped.
Now let's all roll initiative.
I did not realize how much damage that was going to do.
17 plus.
Initiative would still be at disadvantage, right?
Oh,
Say again? Yes. It's because it's ability checks and saving throws.
It's not.
No.
Initiative doesn't count.
No.
It's not an ability check.
Okay, you want me to re-roll then, or?
No,
I
what'd
rolled
you
2.
have though?
I rolled a 12 and a 5.
Okay. We'll
No, you know.
fine. If you've already rolled it, we'll take the 5.
Okay. Keep the same initiative.
I got 15.
Okay, so Enrique's there. You've got 15. Okay. Bix?
12.
12?
Yep.
Okay. What'd you have?
4.
Or they're your buddies because they work pathetic and you don't need to look at pathetic.
I feel like I'm
Me.
Skate.
21.
However, the flesh golem is going to
Okay.
start lumbering.
They can't really be reasoned with. It's not really.
What was yours again?
12.
Okay. What was yours? 5?
5.
So we have 4, 5, 21, 12,
4.
4. Okay, cool. So then that is, so this is going to be,
What about?
yeah.
Are we including Samael in this our shenanigans?
He sees the fire and goes, "Oh, you boys are always getting in trouble." Not
that bad.
We're gonna go
Setting
one
things
up
on
here.
fire. Oh yeah,
having
you just
fun.
saw an inferno just explode.
Samael will go at the
think
top
I see
of the
things.
round with Skade, and so yes, I'll let you roll his crossbow attacks
Okay.
as well.
All or nothing, baby.
Okay, so we're gonna start. So that has occurred and triggered initiative. So what would Skade do first, and then what would Samael do?
I'd probably drop the invisibility.
Okay.
What's your AC?
No reason to hold it, I don't think, because that's concentration. I don't think I can cast spells unless concentrating on somebody else.
You can cast other spells even if as long as they're not concentration-based spells.
Oh, okay. Well, rather, it's not going to matter if he starts fighting.
As soon as he takes an action, yes, but
Yeah.
until he takes an action, you would know your
That's
spell.
fine. I'll just. Which one's still asleep?
Which one's still asleep?
It's that one at the top, right?
Actually, blind sight. Make an insight check because you've got blind sight, but that doesn't mean you.
It was almost a 19, and then it was a 3.
Okay. 3 total.
Insight? What's the modifier?
Not my sheet.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, thank you.
Wisdom.
3.
Okay. So yeah, you're not sure. You just know you're not sure if anyone's awake or not. Actually.
Okay, no one in the middle.
Okay.
Can I tell the difference between the two?
You know there are 3 sets of creatures. So if you wanted to
Of
target
creatures. Do I know which? Are there 2 creatures? Do I know this is 2?
that's hard to tell with your blind sight
Okay.
because they are kind of. It's like.
Yep.
Yeah. It's,
I gotta try on.
Okay, whatever. I'll roll in that, I guess, at the blob and see.
What are you trying to do?
In Vicious Mockery. That's the only thing I have
Okay,
that's that
and
far
just
range.
which blob?
Middle one.
The middle one? Okay, they're awake. They hear you. Go for it. So you shout out as a lamp. What do you get? What do you say, and how do you?
What do I say? I don't know.
What is your mockery of viciousness?
Lizard thing. Vile.
Okay. Make your. So is it a save on their, a wisdom save on their part?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And they're gonna make that save.
Oh,
Is
how
it
high
half
did they?
damage or?
No, it's no damage if you
Okay.
pass.
Yeah, it's 16 plus.
Yeah.
Actually, let me just make sure because they did have a negative. What's the DC actually?
12.
Oh yeah, no. They're not gonna be that low.
Kind of hard to insult something you can't see very well. And then,
True. So that insult, the magic kind of fizzles out as it gets close. So. Okay, and then if you want to roll for Samael's crossbow, do a d20, and for him it's going to be plus 5 for him.
That is not in a good spot. It rolled like on its side because it landed in the eyes.
Sure it did. No, just go ahead.
Since when do I cheat? Plus 5, you said?
Yes.
16.
Okay. So
it was worse than the highest roll I had there, and
So
better than the worst
Samael,
roll.
and I'm pretty sure Tabaxis have dark vision. I think I've looked this
They're
up
cats.
before.
Cats are
Yeah,
good at that.
makes sense. I knew it. I'm like, there's a reason. And he would be shooting at the winged kobold, and their AC is 13, so that hits. So roll his damage, which is
What dice?
with the crossbow. I always forget the damage for this. That's going to be a D8 plus 3.
6.
Okay, so that hits. So who can see? So you would see a crossbow bolt fly through and stab into the middle kobold with winged kobold. We're under attack! They say.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay. So that's those two turns. Next would be this same kobold and ambush Drake. You're going to watch as they leap into action. And it's the kobold with wings is basically going to look like it's surfing the dragon dog. The dragon dog's going to ride forward or paraglide. Maybe that's a better way of thinking of it. So he's got like a leash and a saddle, and as the dragon dog kind of runs, he holds onto the leash and his wings kind of take flight, and they kind of stay stacked on top of each other. As this kobold flies, and they both run forward. So they're going to run toward, not knowing the difference. Let me roll to see.
I am on fire and shedding bright light 30
Oh, that's
feet.
true. Yeah. So
that means everyone can see.
They'll go after the bright one. And so...
Yeah, it hurts
with
their eyes. They can't have that.
The winged kobold is going to strike at you with a dagger. He has pack tactics because he's within 5 feet of an ally, because he's flying 5 feet above the ally.
No way.
And that's a 2 and a 3.
I'm like, wait.
Fine.
Yeah, make sure
If it hits you,
it's not hitting
take
you.
Damage if it hits me.
Yeah.
That's not hitting anybody.
That would be really funny if it missed and still got hurt.
Okay, the guard drake makes
Maybe it
one
was a
bite
1.
attack and one tail attack. So the guard drake is going to first go to bite at you. It also has advantage because of pack tactics. And that is a nat 20. So critical hit.
How much?
This is going to be a...
I know, how much?
This is going to be a...
So then it's 4d6.
Where is it? Hold on. No, we'll just go with that. Okay, so it's a d8 plus... Actually, you roll this die. Roll me 2 d8s since it's a crit.
D8s, okay.
Yep.
Oh, you can just get one shot.
So this is for the bite. 2d8s plus 3.
That would be hilarious.
What do
I'm
we
just
got?
killing everything and get killed.
I mean, to be fair, you did kill 6 out of that.
Okay.
12.
So you
enemies.
take 12 damage from him. The bite sinks in deep as you're on fire. Cool. And then what else? So does something happen if you take damage?
If someone hits me with a melee attack while within 5 feet, they take 3 fire damage.
Okay.
I am at 2 hit points.
Just a few. You're fine.
Okay, it takes 3
I'm
fire.
14 total.
It's called being a magic class.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
A sorcerer.
It's called being magic.
Magic casters are really, really strong, but they're also really, really weak.
Is it d4s for hit points for them?
I have a d6 for hit
D6s?
points.
Okay, and your con's what?
It's not great. It's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, that explains that.
Yeah, I put it low.
Gotcha. All right, that's
Yeah.
actually not bad for that. Okay, with that, so that's the first one to go. And actually it gets to then swing its tail around to bludgeon you, is what it's going to do. That's a 17 plus 5 to hit. I rolled that one, I'm sorry.
17 plus 5, so 23.
23 to hit?
Yeah, I hit.
All right.
I don't
Down
have a
in one
24 hit
for me.
armor class.
Down in 1 hit.
1, you take 4 damage.
I'm down. My fire goes out.
Okay, so Vikram, for a moment you had visibility and your friend was on fire, and you see him get bit and then thwacked with a tail, and then fire is gone, and you're back into the dark.
Okay. That's great. That's great.
And you would also sit, like, everyone can kind of see that happening now.
Yeah, you were just sitting there, just hearing things, and occasionally you hear, "Thud, you're not my mom."
And then it takes us to Big Snap.
And they
Just gone.
Oh man.
This is all happening in like 6 seconds because that's how rounds work.
What was your initiative?
Initiative was 15.
Oh, 15. Okay, so you're next. After Bix. Nope, that's backwards. How did I miss that?
Everybody,
Sorry, you're first, and then Bix. That's on me. I missed
how low
that.
do they roll?
Sorry. So, Reno is first.
Reno? Okay.
What's Reno do seeing this this beautiful light in the night extinguished?
That's such a shame.
Go get him.
I'm
Definitely listening to me.
I have
I'm
only
gonna
good advice.
cast create bonfire
Okay.
on the square that these two are on. It's
The two that just attacked your friend? Okay, and do you have dark vision or no?
I do not have dark
Okay.
vision.
So, do you cast create bonfire?
bonfire, yeah.
And read the description for us.
You create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the magic bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell must succeed on the dexterity saving throw or take 1d5 fire damage.
Okay.
That would be
so
both,
let's
'cause they
have
are
you
mounted.
it just went out. So say this turn. So make a perception check. Just to it has to be basically higher than a 5, and you will say that it works.
Okay. Okay, I think I make it because of my bonus, but I'll check
How
it.
low did you roll?
I got a 5 exactly.
Okay, that is just barely enough. Like it's like it
Big
goes away, and for a
disadvantage.
second you're not sure if it's going to cast, but then you have one of those like light, like the image when you stare at the sun or a bright light, and it just kind of stays with you. And you're like, oh yeah, right there.
That's where the shiny was.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead and cast it. We'll let it roll.
Okay, so they need to make dex saves.
Okay. Neither of them are no.
Yeah, okay, so they both take 1d8 fire damage. Would you like me to roll separately for them or one for them?
Just roll one.
That is a 6.
Okay.
If they have any flammable objects on them
Clothes.
that aren't being worn or actually no, they can't be worn or carried. Never mind, because they would have left their things. Yeah, if there's just anything flammable that isn't being worn or carried, it will ignite.
Okay. Isn't being more. Oh, gotcha. Well, you do manage to light a few more of those kobolds who already got crispy crittered on fire again.
Oh, it's a kobold cookout
And
down
so
here.
Vikram, that's enough. Like, but the bonfire's there, right?
Yeah, so
Vikram, you can see now because there's now a bonfire. The winged kobold actually falls out of the sky, burning. Having taken more damage than it had hit points. And the guard drake will roar in anger. And is that your turn? Movement bonus action?
Should you roll perception on the sleeping one still? Because they're still asleep. If it's roaring, then it's probably
I'm
going to
wait
wake
till
up.
the end of Bix's turn to see
That's reasonable.
what happens there.
What was healing ward again? I'm going to cast healing word as a bonus action on you to get you back up. So I need to roll 1d4.
You're up though.
Plus spellcasting. So you heal 5 HP.
Hooray!
And Isaac, what's your character's name again? I'm spacing.
Sheik.
Oh, I did have it
Shriek.
written down. Thank you.
S-H-R-I-E-K.
I just can't read my own notes. Thanks.
Then that's why I type.
Cool.
Because I can't read mine either.
So you're back, he's back up?
I'm not going to move.
Okay. All right, now we're to Bix. Thank you for your patience.
Thanks.
So
Oh no.
I don't think
I
I'm
like
make a very good
try to communicate with them as a non-action.
Talking is a free action, yes.
Okay.
You're still invisible.
You are.
Oh.
I did forgot
Wait,
about
is the
that.
cobalt he was carrying hasn't woken up yet?
I'm going to check at the end of his turn.
Oh, okay.
So I'm invisible. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably shouldn't alert them to where I'm at. So I'm carrying this kobold on my shoulder. This is like kind of bad. I think I'm gonna try to help him. So I'm gonna go back in. And
With the kobold in hand?
Yeah, just keep the kobold on my shoulder.
I mean, as long as you think a one-handed weapon, you're fine.
Let me see what weapon I have actually.
Okay, so you're invisible, you're carrying a sleeping kobold, and you're going to, you said go back in?
Actually, I'm gonna stay where I'm at because I have a javelin, and I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Okay. Make your attack roll with disadvantage because you're trying not to wake the kobold still, right?
Right. This kobold's dead, right?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah.
That one is, yes.
Okay, so. Okay, so 8 plus
And that's at the,
13.
and that's at the guard drake, the dragon dog?
Yeah.
Okay. 13. The javelin flies through the air, but it hits at just the wrong angle, glancing off the naturally tough scaled armor of this creature, who has a 14 AC.
Oh man. All right, so I don't have the javelin one. I guess.
13 slashing on the second, and
You could rage just in case it wakes up, so you'll have
Yeah.
advantage on strength checks, such as
That's
restraining or grappling.
Stupid.
Yeah, I guess I still have a bonus action, so I'm gonna rage.
Okay. What does it look like when you go into a rage, or when you work yourself up into this, or what's making you enter the rage right now?
I think seeing all the fire is getting me super like hyped up,
Okay.
and seeing him go down and then back up and all this
Okay.
stuff happening is kind
It's
of like
inspiring.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it's making me go crazy.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I'm going to let the creature make just a straight perception check. And that's a 6. Nope. So, still sleeping, this guy. Cool.
Are you rolling for both of them with that?
Just the one.
Yeah. Okay.
The one that's sleeping.
Yeah.
The rest are crispy crittered, or these guys.
Oh, just the regular one.
Yeah. There's not... I could roll for the, actually... Yeah. Okay. So you still just have the 2 teams.
Dang.
One of them half the team it used to be. All right, so that is Bix. Any free action you want to do there? Actually, you're no longer invisible, so that blinks because you did make an attack. But yeah, so there's that. Any talking is a free action.
What do you guys think I should do with this?
Go,
ball?
leave, go.
This
No,
dip?
stay. It's
Leave,
funnier.
go.
It's funnier.
Maybe
stay.
take him out and tie him up or something, and then come back.
That makes sense.
Or maybe just tie him up right here, because I don't. Probably won't even make a difference whether you leave and then.
Told you should have gotten the winged one.
All right, so I'm
Like you
gonna.
did.
Yeah,
Like, do you have rope on
Cobalt
you?
I
cookers.
do have rope. I believe. Yep.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna move like.
It probably tastes terrible.
How much is this? I'm gonna move like closer to the wagon probably
Maybe like leather. Have you ever had
to
leather?
prepare
Tastes
to
very
like
good.
put him on the wagon and tie him up. But
Okay.
Very good.
that,
Sounds good.
that would take an action, right? To
That's
tie him
cool,
up,
cool.
so-
And then, so that just takes your movement, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so after you is the other team of Ambush Drake, etc. So if you just want to move those two guys over next to Vikram and in between, like basically in between Vikram and Shriek. Right in the middle, yeah, right there.
I'll just put him there
Yeah,
and
basically.
take this one.
No,
Pretend
stack.
he's there.
Just toss him in there. It's fine.
There,
Yeah, that
stacks.
works. They kind of he's kind of flying and flowing
There's
over.
like-
So same thing. He's got that kind of like paraglider leash thing happening as he comes in for a strike.
And they're going around the bonfire, correct?
Bonfire is on this guy.
He may have gotten pushed back though, so put him. I think he was closer to Vikram. Actually, yeah, he should have been right
He
up.
should
Is
be
what
right
it is. So actually, okay. I'm sorry.
That's the problem. The problem
I
is
got you.
we need minis that have like.
No, I just wasn't accurate. Okay, there we go. So he comes around.
We could stack
missing
dice.
the.
No. Dead guy.
I deserved that.
Dead guy.
But no. I just like the build. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
So they go around the bonfire and attack Vikram instead, and so
How dare you?
They hate you.
because they have pack tactics, they will
great.
get advantage. So Vikram, a dagger comes at you first from the winged kobold that's an 18 plus.
Yes, that's gonna hit.
Okay. And the damage on the winged kobold is.
You know, we might need you right now.
D4. Is it
Ah,
D4?
you're fine. Just wait.
So that is
Watch.
5 damage.
Alright.
And then, and then the ambush drake will similarly come to bite at you, and that is a 4 and a 5. So misses on the bite, distracted by the bonfire and the heat of it, and then the tail swings around with a 12 plus 5, so 17 to hit on the tail.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so you take, that's 9 damage from the tail as it swings around. So missed on the bite, but managed to swing around and thump you real good in the femur.
Okay.
It hurts a lot. And that's their turn, so that pulls us to, I think, Vikram next. No, Shriek next.
Okay, I'm going to use my Asmar trait, Necrotic Shroud, where as a bonus action, my eyes briefly become pools of darkness and ghostly flightless wings sprout from my back temporarily. Creatures other than your allies within 10 feet of you that can see you must make a charisma check or become frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So they have to beat a DC 13 charisma check.
Cool. One's a nat 20. The other is not.
Which one's afraid though?
He's looking real.
Wait, isn't it all
Or
four?
I'm sorry, it's
Three.
3. One of them's dead. Good
Oh.
point. Let me just check with this. So they'll roll in for the 2 guard drakes. They're, you said charisma? Okay, so one passes, one fails, and then the winged kobold. Nope. So the pair that just arrived gets scared, and what happens?
They're frightened of me. They
Okay.
cannot. They
Get
cannot
closer.
willingly move toward me. And where's the fright? I just googled the frightened condition. Yeah, frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and it can't move willingly towards the source of the
Okay,
fear.
so it takes away their pack tactic advantage, and they can't move towards you or that sort of thing. Okay,
Yeah, and
got it.
that was my bonus action. So as an action, I am casting Burning Hands.
Okay, and is either of those a cantrip? I think
no.
Burning Hand. Okay.
Burning Hands is a level 1 spell.
And what's the other one?
Wait.
What level's the other one?
Oh, it's first. Oh, the other one's racial ability.
That does not count as a cantrip. So
Yeah, it's not a cantrip.
Valid. Just checking. Cool, cool. But it doesn't count as a leveled spell, which is most important. Yeah, you're good. So as long as it's yes, we're cool.
Okay, so yeah, I cast Burning Hands, and would that hit you? I think it would.
Depends on where you target it.
I'm
You can
just
hit
targeting
one
all
of them,
three.
but if you're trying to hit all three, it'll probably get Vikram too.
I'm gonna hit all 3 and use the Careful spell
Gotcha.
to just give them safety from that.
Sure.
Is 1 meta magic gone?
Carving it around Vikram.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all gotta make a dexterity saving throw of 13.
Okay. Actually, how many do I have? So will you 3 roll d20s, and they don't have, yeah. Do they have disadvantage on
No, or ability
on
checks.
ability checks?
Yeah.
So you 2 roll with disadvantage, you roll regular.
12.
12?
5, 6.
So 12 raw minus
1.
and this is dexterity?
They have a plus in dex.
Yeah, they have a plus 3 in dex.
15 then.
So you say
I rolled a 10.
10 total.
So I did
or
12.
10 plus
10 is
3?
what I rolled.
Okay, 10 plus 3
I
is
rolled a
15.
7.
7 plus 3 is 10. All right, and the DC was what again?
13.
All right, so the winged kobold does not succeed, but the other 2 do.
Okay. The other thing I needed to mention is I forgot to mention this in the necrotic shroud.
Sure, you did.
Until the transformation ends, once on each of your turns, you can deal extra necrotic damage to 1 target, and it's equal to your proficiency bonus. So +2 necrotic damage to
Okay.
I don't know, one of the guard dog guys.
Okay.
One of the guard dogs.
First, if they the guard drakes, the dragon dogs, they succeeded on the save. So do they take any damage? Is it half?
Half then, yeah.
Okay. So what's your damage?
I did 12 from the fire, and so
Okay.
the
So
ones
you rolled
that
6s
passed
again.
I rolled. It's 3d6, so I got a 6, 5, and 1.
Gotcha. Okay. So you did 12 fire damage. So your winged kobold gets crispy crittered in flight. And it's one of those it's on fire, and then you see that its wings fail and it just falls charred to the ground. And then the 2 guard drakes take half that much. And then who are you doing the extra 2 damage to? Or just either one of them?
Either
or
one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and so one of them takes 1 necrotic damage. Because I assume it gets splattered onto the Burning Hands.
Yeah, but I don't think it's if it just is in addition, it doesn't matter if they save because it's a separate ability. So we'll say that it's the half damage plus 6 for the necrotic. Okay, so that's there, and this guy's dead. Okay, cool. All right, that's your turn.
How much of this is the Phoenix Sorcerer being powerful, or just
Magic.
Burning Hands being powerful? Magic's strong.
Make sure you're marking off your spell slots and Vikram.
All right. So
Still have it.
both the winged kobolds are dead.
Yep. All the kobolds are dead. Now you have 2 wounded dragon dogs.
Except for this one.
Yeah, except for that
He's
one.
apparently
He
still
may still be sleeping.
But he's
Very
asleep.
valid point. Let's see if at the death of his friends.
Of the death of many friends and fathers.
The boat's just out.
Nat 1 and an 11 minus on perception. So
I told you to go after that one.
So we could
There's
still
enough light
get
and
a
he's
winged
asleep
kobold.
still.
No, let's just go.
Should have picked that one.
Okay, so
That's
Vikram.
what I'm saying. I said, grab the winged one. And then he's like, oh,
And
no,
both
no.
those dogs are right next to me,
Yes.
so they would get.
One looks
opportunity
hurt and frightened.
They haven't. We
The other one looks
just
hurt.
dragged the one behind it.
Grab the big winged one. It would have been so much easier. It's right by a door, too. Look, you see that door right by it? Just walked in, yoink, get out. Instead, we're doing all this.
Now we're having fireworks.
I mean, that's kind of right.
In that case, I can't.
I would
What
try
the
to
hell?
back away first.
Okay. You can take the disengage action to avoid opportunity attacks, and then move away.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
How big is the bonfire?
Cool.
It's on your nose.
It's getting bigger.
Is it currently
Awesome.
a small bonfire or
What else?
I say it starts like a small. It starts small, but it
Okay, I
ignited.
So you take the disengage action and you move. Do you have any
Yeah.
bonus actions, or do you say anything?
now it's
Yeah, it's moving fast. I feel like you have them.
Or they had.
I was gonna say I would have captured.
You said they have is that disadvantage on all attacks, or just against you?
You snuffed this out.
It's a pretty. Let me read
It's
the
an attack in
description.
his presence.
In his presence.
So it's
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. So just in general.
So if you want,
I don't know if I'll disengage then. I might risk it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still on wood.
What are you gonna risk?
I actually don't know.
Well, if one of them hits me, I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you gonna try and do?
Well, I wanted to try to use my action and bonus action to take out both of them.
Okay.
Because I assume they're both relatively low.
They.
Inside it are.
You could make a nature check
All right.
or a medicine check. Sorry.
Medicine check. Yeah.
With disadvantage. Yeah.
All right. I think that's an 8.
One of them is definitely more hurt than the other, but both of them have been hurt. It doesn't take much to see that the one that's more
Yeah.
hurt is hurt and scared. Having lost its rider, both of them having lost its rider, but the one that's scared looks even more so.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to move away without disengaging them.
So disengage
Yeah.
and.
No, I'm not
away.
gonna disengage.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
you're still gonna try and move away?
Yeah, I'm still gonna try to
So you're
back
taking
away.
the opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Okay. With disadvantage, or actually, it cancels out their advantage, is what it is. So they usually get advantage because pack tactics.
Wait, no, but oh wait, because they're together. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
That's a 19, and that's.
Are they both
a
within 5 feet of him?
What? Who?
Are they both within 5 feet of him?
They're in fight within.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of those attacks goes through as it tries to bite you for, I believe that's a D6. Where's that guy?
Max roll.
Or sorry, the bite's a D8.
Is your bonfire still active?
Yes, it is.
So there is light here. It's you can all see.
All
this.
illuminated.
So you do take
Okay.
10 damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
So you try and back away. What were you going to do as on top of that? We'll say you're bit as you're doing it.
Well, I wanted to activate my starry form
Okay.
and do a guiding bolt
Okay.
just to try to shoot at both of them, but I can't do it at melee range, so or it'd be a disadvantage at melee range. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm suddenly very glad that
Okay. If you're about to fall to your doom, would you go ahead and activate it? I'll say it's kind of all happening at once. So if you're like, I'm gonna move away, and you're like, oh, they got me, would you guiding bolt them anyway?
No, I don't think I would. I just
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to.
Vikram caught by the leg as he tries to back away, falls to the ground in shock and bleeding, slightly convulsing at the attack that brings him to 0 hit points. Okay, that brings us up to the top. We are at Skade.
Okay.
After Skade is
It's full of makeup.
is one of the dogs, and then you. If the dog survives.
Oh, if the dog is in the bonfire still, it will want to move away. Because it will take more damage if it stays
Valid
up than
point.
if
I
it's
guess
still on fire.
vicious mockery on the. Which one's weaker? Probably the first one. So, or the non-afraid dog.
So, with your blind sight, you can sense that one seems to have a slightly more anxious feel to it.
Yeah. Okay. On the non-coward.
On the non-coward, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, and so vicious mockery, make your, or it's a
Make my
wisdom save.
insult.
What insult?
He's not actually.
Pick better friends.
And that's on the tougher one. And then what's the damage on it?
It's
Or roll it.
3.
3 damage. Okay. So the tougher one kind of like looks for you in the dark and kind of confused and sad and yeah. Looks out where it hears these magical words coming from, and then looks back at its crispied kobold friend behind it, and it gets sad and hurt, legitimately. All right, so is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Samael's going to shoot another crossbow bolt. You want to roll for him plus 5?
9.
Okay, and a D8 plus 3, I think is what it was. Oh, 9's not going to hit. Just kidding. Sorry, I didn't process that. Cool. Thanks. Did you have anything else you were going to do on your turn?
No.
All right.
Once again, I'm kind of useless.
One of them is going to go, and they are going to try and bite at
3 backpacks.
Shriek. And that's a 19 plus.
That hits.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
And the bite is a D8. That's only a 1, but plus. I
think you
wanna
have 1
say
health.
3.
I'm at 5.
I think you have 1 health now.
So you take 4 points of damage from the bite, and
Yep.
then the tail comes around, and that is an 11 plus 5 to hit.
Down again.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and that's a D6. So that's 4 more damage.
I'm down.
The light goes out again. No, the bonfire's there. So you guys can see in the bonfire, your friend crumpled to the ground for a second time this combat, this encounter. Having been thumped in the stomach by a
maybe you
tail
should
after being
turn around.
bit in the knee.
You're missing the show.
Yeah, I just read the description. My wings didn't go away. They're still there. They aren't really doing anything, but they're there.
There's a slow burn.
Join the act.
All right, and then you're up.
Okay, so do we have 2 people down?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me check. Do I have a mass thing? No, I don't. Okay.
Oh, this is funny.
So 33 total.
33 by 5.
Did the raptor that was inside the bonfire move?
Did it move?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so
was
first off, it
focused
needs to
on-
roll one. It needs to roll another dex save.
Thank you. That is a dex is just 10.
10. Okay, it barely fails.
Barely fails.
It was 11.
All right, what damage?
It takes 8 damage.
Ow.
What's the point of that?
Youch!
Okay.
As it just stands there.
Okay.
Just doesn't remember to
It
move.
really is the dog in the room on fire. Everything is fine.
Everything. This is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That hurts. What else?
Yeah. So
So yeah, 5 and then
for my action,
somebody's about to get hit.
okay, I'm just gonna have to move up then.
You
guys are. I need to revive you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's
Next to them both.
Okay.
Okay, so that's movement. I'm gonna cast.
That is how many.
I know, I was like, wait a minute.
How much health do you have?
We're both down.
Both of them are at 0.
Yeah, for max, I mean.
Oh, my max is 14.
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
Oh,
That's because otherwise
Yeah.
it's metagaming.
that's right.
Okay.
But we know wizards suck.
My max is 894, maybe.
Dang it, that would have been a nat 20. Okay.
Womp womp.
So you run up to heal, trying
so
to
that'd be
distinguish.
9.
A 9. You got a 9 total.
Yeah.
They both look so hurt that it's hard to tell. Like they have
Sorry.
multiple bites and they're bleeding in multiple places, and he's kind of shaking around a little bit.
Okay.
Just for flair.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna. No problem. I'm gonna cure wounds you.
All right.
You immediately start eating it.
You heal by 5, and then I'm gonna use bonus action healing word on you.
All right.
Are both of those leveled spells?
They are both first level spells.
You can only do one leveled spell a turn. You can do a leveled spell and a cantrip, and you can do a bonus action or an action, but you can't do both action or both
Get
bonus
those
action
both.
or
That's
both
good to
levels.
Use like cure
Okay.
wounds on him and then like throw a rock at the other one.
Yeah.
So it'll only be cure wounds then. Okay.
He's like a fraction of the size of a person.
He eats it all immediately.
Oh, what's
Yeah, but I assume he's like a
poison
cannibal.
spell?
He doesn't have to eat every day.
I'm gonna
poison spray the one that's
Two. They're both there. Ours.
you're the blue one, correct?
Yeah, I'm the blue
Okay, I'm gonna poison spray this one since it was attacking the blue one. Don't really want it to keep attacking that one, so it needs to roll a con saving throw.
Okay.
If it went down, it loses.
That is an 8 plus, probably not enough. What's the DC?
11.
DC is a little low.
Actually, +3 on con, so it has an 11.
Okay.
So it saves.
So it saves.
That's half.
So it doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
Okay, well that's it.
Cool.
I got one of them up, so.
Okay. So then, Bix. Thank you for your patience.
I'm gonna.
5 is a bit much.
I think this kobold he's still sleeping. Would it take an action just to set him down? Or,
Object interactions are free.
You can interact with an object for free. So if you wanted to set it down, if you want to do it carefully, it'll be at least your bonus action.
I'm just. He's not that dangerous. I'm just gonna drop him.
Okay.
That's 5 HP.
Okay.
And
So
then.
you drop him. Cool.
And then am I close enough to be able to run over here and
Yeah.
like, hit him with my axe?
You can get there, yeah.
Okay.
And you're in a frenzy too, so your bonus action is a hit.
That's true. I think you get a little. Do you get a little extra movement for your rage?
I doesn't say I do.
I don't think Rage has
Being a
movement.
frenzy.
It depends.
That'd be the different
I don't think
Rage.
frenzy
Well,
does.
I don't know. I get an extra attack at least, so if I can make it.
Yeah, we're not. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run up to these guys here.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna hit him with my great axe. This guy right here in front of me.
Okay.
19.
That's gonna hit.
And damage. 12. 10.
10 damage. All right. You slice very firmly into this creature's scales, and it seems significantly hurt by that. Like like you make it this huge gash down its side, and it looks substantially weakened by that.
Okay.
It almost looks like it's swaying and almost getting a little lightheaded as it loses blood. Cool. That's your first attack.
Now. I guess I'm just gonna hit the same one. Try to
Okay.
kill it. So 11.
Okay. 11 to hit.
Yep.
Doesn't hit.
All right.
As you go to strike the same one, it glances a little bit off, and this time bounces off its scales. So just a little out of direction there.
Okay.
Did you add your extra, or do you have extra rage damage?
Yeah, I already added it.
Okay, cool. All right,
Plus
just
2.
checking. Cool. Anything else, or is that your whole turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. The kobold over goes, hey, what? Where am I? Cool. And that brings us to the second dragon dog, guard Drake, and it is going to it still has pack tactics, just barely. So it has not advantage or not disadvantage. That is a 19 to bite, and this is the one that's closer to Vikram. Yeah.
Well, they're both next to him.
Vikram, you got healed, so you're kind of coming to consciousness, but haven't stood up yet, right? It's just like it's hungry and angry, so it goes to bite at you, and with that, it does an 8 more damage.
Yeah.
Vikram's light goes out of his eyes again after shortly being healed, but he still hasn't had to make any death saving throws, so that's cool. Yet. And then we'll. Oh, and so it will then tail whip at the barbarian who has come up, realizing that there's another threat.
Alexander Howell. Yeah, he's truly is like a noble wizard.
And that is a 16 plus 5 to hit you.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. So that's for the tail, so that's a d6. So that's 9 damage total, 6 plus 3.
Alright.
Ouch. Cool.
And that's that dog's turn. We are at the 5, so I think that's you.
One of them points to like a.
And then Vikram.
large gap.
Vikram's, you were, yeah. No, that's not right. Vikram, you were Isaac and then Vikram. So, sorry. You're up next. Are you alive?
Am I? Did someone heal me?
No.
No, so you need
Then
to
I'm
death
not.
save.
Death save.
Did not work.
Your new friends?
11.
Not. Okay, so that's a success.
Yay.
You manage to, like, you half come awake to cough up some blood and clear your air passages mid-combat, and then you kind of go and get out of it again. Vikram, I think now we need a death save from you, unless you have something I don't know about. All right, so D20 it up. You don't have to do disadvantage on this one.
All right, 14.
Cool. So success from Vikram. Rolls on your side, or something, kind of shifting. Yeah. Okay. Brings us to the top of round with Skade.
You gonna let me do the funny healing thing?
What do you got?
Remember, I have, what is it? Hold on, I gotta find my spells. I'm blind. Wait, I have Cure Wounds, but it requires touch, but we said that because I am technically light,
Yeah.
I can touch from pretty far
Make
away.
an Arcana check for me.
Yummers. 7.
Plus like
1.
7 total. Plus
8.
7. Okay.
It's always 7. I love this number, but why?
Okay. It's going to go through, but it's going to go through at half your spell rate.
So.
But whatever your normal roll for healing on this would be, you're going to half that amount of hit points.
So 4? You're going to do D4?
We'll roll the normal way. Like, so if it's a D8 for the spell, roll that and then half it.
Round up or down?
You usually round down.
1.
Okay.
Plus.
But 1, so 1 plus your.
It's 5 total.
5 total for Vikram?
No.
Or Shriek?
Shriek.
Harsh.
I wonder why.
Still mad. So Shriek comes back to life this time.
How much health?
You have 5.
I watched them royally fumble and against the enemy. That they went through. Because I've been watching the entire time.
Yeah.
I watched them go for the entire pile, and then why the one that's still asleep? Throw them in the back. They could have just gotten out, no problem. But no.
So you can kind of hear the lamp monologuing to himself behind you, or you would run in actually. So it.
The kobold is listening to that.
That's true. The kobold hears it. And Samael hears it. Like this lamp kind of flaring and whatnot as it rants.
Coming
sure the kobold's
as a disembodied voice
As it
is
makes
rambling
a
on.
diatribe of how it.
Woke up to a
Of how
fever dream of reality.
Right. So that's your turn. Samael is. Say, calm your temper. There are lives at stake. And he will reload his crossbow and shoot one more time if you want to roll for me. Ryan. Other Ryan.
14 plus 5, so 19.
That will hit, and he's going to be firing at the one closest to. Actually, the one with the bonfire. So, what's the damage?
Max.
Okay, so that creature only had 2 hit points, and so his crossbow bolt runs true, so Shriek, you come alive to see a crossbow bolt fire over your face and sink into the chest of that creature, and it falls over.
Nice.
Yes, and that was the one that you had slashed significantly, I believe. So then that takes us to Reno.
Okay.
Because that one
So
died.
we have
and then
one
Vix, you next.
still standing.
To asleep. It's so funny.
The sleeping ones are just the best part of it.
Hold on. So Ryan, I will say all of that is making it hard for me to hear him. I'll just tell you.
All of that is the
all the
damage
dice
he's
right
taking
next
right
to
now.
your mic is making it so I can't hear him.
Oh, you can hear it directly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally picking it all up. Just so you know.
Glad to be annoying.
Go ahead.
You open it, and as the door opened, hundreds of skulls.
And this one went just now, right?
And yeah, that one died, or one of them died. Yes.
Okay.
There's one left.
So the one that's still standing,
We'll say it's the one alive.
And it just went?
Yes.
Correct? Okay, I need it to roll a dex save, because it's still in the bonfire.
Oh, you meant, but it's okay. So that one's.
Yeah.
I see.
So I need to see.
I
if
thought
it
you
takes-
meant it just went like it's dead. Hold on. I think we have these backwards. I think.
Oh, those two?
This one
Oh,
died.
that one died?
The
Okay.
one in the bonfire died. And
Oh,
this
okay.
one's gone, so yeah.
Okay, so never mind.
Cool.
That one then.
So,
Good to know.
bonfire's still there, shedding its
Okay.
light on this area.
The guy who's collecting skulls isn't here anymore.
I think. Do I have?
Yeah, you guys might hear.
Yeah, I have 2 weapon fighting. Okay. Just kind of getting done of trying to heal these. To keep going down.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
I've decided to just go to the root of the problem and kill the thing that's hurting them.
Sounds
Understandable.
like a plan.
So I'm gonna slash at it with my sickles. I have 2 of them. So I'm
So sick. Terrible.
Sick.
and I have. Oh dang, those are not good rolls. I got a 12 and a 7.
The first one on the floor.
And that's for.
For the sickles versus
Oh,
the
because you're doing one and the other. So the
Yeah, it's
12
2
is it
weapon
12
fighting.
total?
like
Like with bonuses and everything?
12 with the first one, yeah, with all the bonuses, and then 7 with all the bonuses.
Okay. Their armor of 14, it does not. You don't penetrate.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, those weren't
Slice,
good rolls.
slice, and your sickle kind of grazes the scaled armor.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else? No,
Nope.
that's your action bonus action.
Yeah,
Movement?
that's my bonus action. I already moved to get to it.
Right. Okay, that brings us to Bix.
All right. I'm just gonna slash that guy with my axe.
Okay.
So
And the wind up.
18 to hit,
That's gonna hit.
and 16 damage.
That is. What does it look like as you finish this one off?
I lift my axe way up and just smash through his head.
Okay. So not lopping it off, smashing through it.
Yeah.
Okay, so revelation of brain and whatnot. Sounds good. Gray matter has turned
It's a very tiny room.
freeborn air molecules. Has been aerosoled. Cool.
What kind of science is this? I don't know
Nicely
magic.
done, and that will bring. Actually, we have one more thing to
Are they
factor
still
in.
asleep?
With that, we'll roll to see if that final death blow wakes the other pair.
I swear, if they fail again.
It wakes the winged kobold, but does not wake the guard drake beneath it yet. So you all see to your left of the winged kobold. What? What is he going on? I'm God. And so, and it will throw a dagger at the axe wielder. It does have. Is it attack tactics only? on
No,
melee?
it's within 5
It's
feet.
it's
Melee
damage.
range.
It's melee only. That's what I
No,
was
it
trying to-
requires an ally within melee range.
You have this little.
If all of them are
5
dead, they
feet
don't
of the
count.
creature and of the creature. So that's the one it's attacking. Not okay. Cool. So it just does a regular roll.
Yeah, requires an ally within melee range.
Okay. That's still only a 9 plus 4 to hit you. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. Grab it. So tink 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 tink. A dagger goes flying by.
All right, I still have bonus action, so should I grab him or should I just kill him?
Try to restrain the winged kobold, because I'm going to throw a pocket nuke at the guard dog.
Okay. Well, I will.
I've been
I
using.
don't know that spell. Pocket.
I've been
Go up to it.
I've been using a level 1 spell. I have a level 2 spell that's way more powerful.
And I guess I'm gonna try to restrain him.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Pocket nuke is void.
That's a nat 20.
They get a -2, and so yeah, you successfully restrain them. But I'm going to say that the guard dog gets, as the thing squirms and you have to grab it, the guard dog is going to get an advantage. So the snoring suddenly stops, not unlike when the music stops in Harry Potter and the three-headed dog wakes up. Fluffy, you know.
It's a sober rush.
So yes, you hear the snore go from a to a, and the growl emanates from the creature beneath the kobold you have restrained.
Okay, so
Is that 90 where they're hanging out?
can I still try to move away, or will I get opportunity attacks?
You will definitely get opportunity attacks.
Okay.
At this point, because it's a week. I'm not sure how much movement you have left.
It was on I moved from here.
Oh yeah, okay, so you would have 10 feet if you wanted to.
Yoinko.
Or just get an opportunity attack.
I feel like I could do that. So how much is 10 feet, like here?
Yeah. And you pull that gray guy with you. So technically, pack tactics still apply on this opportunity attack, but that's still only 8 plus 5 is a 13.
My armor class is 14, so.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll get you up.
All right, I made it out. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Say that again.
I'm gonna end my turn right there.
Very cool. And so that. Just waking up, restrained. The other kobold, who woke up on your last turn when you dropped him, is now awake near Samael and the lamp. And he's going to look around and go, What's going on? I don't like it here. And he's going to try and stealth away. He doesn't get advantage. But let's see, what is... He dives under the wagon to try and hide. But your blind sense, what's your perception?
That's wow, this is terrible. This thing is no longer useful.
What'd you get?
Hold on, I'm trying to see what my bonus is. It's wisdom, right? Because that's going to be a flat roll, so 6.
Okay. So the wagon's kind of catching whatever your blind sense usually works off of and creating a little bit of dissonance in your sensing of the kobold. So somewhere under the wagon, at last you think that's where. Yeah, so you can stuff them under. Yeah.
I was going to hide them.
Yeah, just put them underneath.
Like that.
He's a small target, double prizes. Sorry. That's wrong. So wrong. But that's his turn, and then we go to you, Shriek.
I'm going to use, for my action, I'm using Healing Hands, which is a racial trait. Once per long rest, as an action, you can touch a creature and roll a number of d4s equal to your proficiency bonus, so 2d4, and they heal that amount. So I'm going to heal you.
And it's called what again?
Healing Hands.
Okay.
Heal you a grand total of 4 health. These one dice are hard to read.
Yeah, I was going to say, those are not very good.
Yeah.
Readability.
So
I mean, they look cool.
With 4 health. And then I'm going to use Quicken Spell, where I use 2 sorcery points to fire a leveled spell as a bonus action, and I will be casting Scorching Ray at the guard dog. To read it, you create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at one target or several. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 damage, fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Time to roll 3 times.
So our AC is 14 on these guys.
That is a 24.
Yummy.
To hit? That'll hit.
The second one is a 9.
Not yummy.
Miss. Third one is a 11.
1 hit.
So one of those.
So one of those hits.
Dealing 9 damage from fire, and because I still have my wings, plus 2 necrotic. So
minus 11 damage. Okay, cool. That works for me.
That is my turn.
Cool. All right. That brings us to Vikram. Did you get healed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, blink, blink, blink.
Yeah. So is the dog out then, or?
So all the things in the middle are dead. Your barbarian friend is dragging away one of the winged kobolds, and this guard drake is awake and growling like it's about to chase after your barbarian friend.
All right.
We could just build a killing machine.
Yeah, so as you go down this hall and open up the door, as you open up the door, you see this, like,
I get. Well, I think first I would insight. So you're dragging the winged kobold. Are you trying to keep it alive?
Yeah.
I think I would insight that to see if I would pick up on that.
Okay.
Nope.
Fail. You have no idea
Don't
what he was doing.
understand things.
No.
You are a little kind of out of it. You've lost a lot of blood twice.
All right, so yeah, I'd probably just like sit up, kind of take in everything. I would.
He just looks like your standard kind of.
I would probably activate my starry form.
Leather armor, short sword.
Okay.
I would enter.
What does it
the-
look like when you activate it again? It's been a while.
Okay, yeah. So, like my skin gets like noticeably darker, and just like white spots, like stars, appear all over my body.
The universe in
Yeah.
both the palm.
I
of
look
your
a little
hand
bit
and
like
all
Alien
over.
X, if you know who that is.
Very cool. What? That's he's activating his.
His Omnitrix is
Something like
activated.
that.
He's activating his Circle of the Stars Druid.
Trap card. Yep.
Aw.
All right. What else?
So when I go into the starry form of the archer, I can send off a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
I will
You're gonna miss.
send that at the dog.
Okay.
So
You send the archer form at the dog.
yeah, so I would send like an arrow at the dog.
Cool. Cool.
So yeah, that's a ranged spell attack. That's I rolled an 18.
Cool. That should hit.
Whippy.
Yeah.
All right, then
You said it's an acid arrow.
or a radiant, but
Okay.
I lost it. Where'd it go?
I don't know. How much damage? Or yeah.
Sorry.
It's like one of the fishermen. Not the.
So I got 23 to hit, and then it's 1d8 plus 3,
One of them.
Cool.
Statue of one of them.
and that's going to be 8 damage.
8 damage. Ow.
Yep.
So that strikes true for sure,
Alright.
causing it to, in surprise, not realizing exactly how many people were around it. This magic arrow pierces it, and it almost yelps in surprise and pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if it's still up, I would send because I think it's my bonus action to activate the form and to use that. Then I would use my action to guiding bolt the dog.
Okay.
So that's a 19 to hit,
Definitely does.
and then it's 4d6. I don't have enough d6s.
And guiding bolt's your action, and the starry form was your bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Cool. 4d6.
Yep. 6, 8, 10, 12 damage.
Just automatic. Or we said it hit. Yep.
Yeah.
You said 12 damage.
Yes.
What does it look like as you finish this thing off with your magic arrow and a profusion of radiant light?
I'm thinking that because I sent them like back to back, it's like it looks kind of like a shooting star a little bit, just like one arrow and then following behind is like a trail of light.
Wow,
It just-
that's a really nice
Yeah.
image. Thank you for that one. That's cool. All right. So you thought you were bringing it, but this is what really lights it up. Yours was like a tracer for his. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Video games there.
Yeah.
So, and that's your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, so, yeah, kind of fallen from the radiant damage. The kobold that you're carrying, the winged kobold, eyes grow really large in the reflection of the bonfire, seeing what happened to its compatriot. And you actually, you know what? Let's make a con save. You can feel it shaking and sobbing now as it loses its friend in your arms. But you are raging, so.
With that, that brings us to the top of the round. Scade.
I have nothing to fight.
You can't sense the creature. Yeah. What would you?
I mean, I could roll to find it again.
You could. You could try and do a perception check.
No, this dice doesn't like me, and the table is nice now. Nat 20.
Okay.
I told you, table is nice now.
You get the sense that it's about 10 feet away under the wagon.
Okay.
What would you do with said knowledge?
Hey, I want to get the last one. He's under here.
Oh, I was already on it. And he'll hop down and start crawling. Samael will crawl on all fours underneath the wagon, not unlike your panther friend did the other day, jolly black fur. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So he's on it. He gets down there and strikes out with his claws because cats can do that.
As cats do.
As cats do. But he's in a little bit of a different position and can't quite hit. So, but Samael is now under the wagon chasing the kobold as well. With that, over here, Reno.
Were we trying to kill this one?
No.
No. Okay.
So he's being held by your friend, by your new friend, the big human barbarian.
Is anyone still down?
No. Everyone seems to be somewhat alive. Only mostly dead.
Only mostly dead, yeah. You're still injured?
Yeah, I'm still up.
Okay. Since there's nothing really for me to go kill or anything, so I'm just gonna go heal you. Yeah.
The guy's got to have his priorities, right?
Murder first, heal later.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you keep getting down by them. I can't. My healing's not very effective unless they're dead.
Yeah.
So you heal by 10.
Nice. That puts me at 14. I'm at max health.
Okay.
Very nice.
You are going to pull me out. I will pull you out so he goes back, but I am going to be sprinting as fast as possible.
Yep, that's really it.
Okay.
Okay. What else? So that's your turn. After you, we go to Bix, who is actively holding this creature as he tries to shake his way out of your arms.
I have rope, so I'm gonna try to tie like its arms behind its back and stuff.
Okay.
Tie it up.
You haven't attacked and you haven't taken damage, so your rage does drop. But you can make a sleight of hand with.
If I could also roll, it could be hot air.
You can make a sleight of hand check to see how well you can tie the rope.
9 plus.
That's a 6.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oops. 8. I got 8 total.
I can see that, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna dice it.
An 8 total on the sleight of
I'm
hand.
gonna dice it.
Yeah.
Oh, like Bardic Inspiration? Okay, how do you inspire him from where you're at?
I mean, I'm gonna yell at him. Hey, you can do it. You're good at this, right? Almost like a taunt.
So because we're mostly out of combat, usually that would have had to happen on your turn. But since we're mostly out of combat, we'll let it be out of sync a little bit here. But yes, so if you want to add this, so you get Bardic Inspiration. So if you want, you can add it to this, or you can hold on to it for later.
I'll add it to this.
Okay. So you can roll it, or he can roll it.
You want to
however
roll
you
it?
prefer.
You can roll it.
All right. I knew it. It was 1.
Oh no.
It's like you trusted a
should've
dude
rolled
who
it.
his soul ended up in a lamp to
know.
roll that.
You trusted a person in real life who has to rely on blind luck for it, right?
So you got a 9. So that's
They
how
are
good
never
you're not.
consistent.
The problem is the wings. Like you're trying to wrap and hold at the same time, and those wings are just getting in your way. It's kind of hard when they're like half unfurled. Okay. But a 9's still a 9. It just means that that's not as hard for it to get out of. So you managed to get a knot in, but you're not sure how well it will hold. Anything else that's your action?
I'm gonna probably move through this way, so I'm closer to everyone. Like, how far could I go? Like there, maybe? Is that how far I could go?
So you kind of pull it back closer to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That works. You could go, I think you can usually go 6 or 7 squares. Like, if your movement's 30, it'd be 6 squares.
Well,
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
It's a small kobold.
Yeah.
He's got a
Like
good
there.
strength. I'm not worried about it, like the carrying
Yeah.
thing.
Miniature.
Yeah,
What's its weight?
exactly. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it.
Unimpressive.
It's not a. It's a creature smaller size. Okay. Cool.
I think
so that your
the
turn?
objects
Yeah.
that probably because on kobold it's like
After
without
that,
anything,
the
probably like
kobolds
30 to
both get a
40, maybe
chance
50.
to go. The one in your hands is going to try and shake loose from the ropes. Oh, well, that's a nat 1. Your 9, surprisingly, it struggles to wriggle out. It's
Does it
in
get
a
tighter?
panic. It's sad from losing its friend. It can't figure out how to get out of the ropes, and you're still kind of holding it pretty tight. And then the other one is going to try and take the disengage action and run from Samael underneath the wagon. Rolling to see how well it can crawl. It does manage to disengage and crawls out from the back of the wagon. Is that it? Okay.
First goal is to make it
And tries to take off running. Gets that far. Actually, half movement on the first one. Cool. So it's trying to run off into the woods. That kobold. Cool. That's its turn. The other one, yeah, that's all of it. So then we go down to Shriek.
Are we the bad guys? Should we be doing this?
This is probably
As the
typical
bonfire still burning next to a pile
kobold
of
stuff.
I kind of walk out
crispy
here to where I'm
torsos.
looking at it.
I mean,
I'm just like, should I fire a firebolt at this guy? I'm not sure he
you're
deserves it.
probably fine. He didn't know what happened. He just kind of left.
I'm like,
I
I'm
won't
just
remember
gonna
it tomorrow.
let
I'm
him
good living
go.
in B.
And I kind of retract my wings. They kind of just vanish into dust. Or
Okay.
dust, just nothing.
Just little embers.
Yeah.
Okay. Radiant embers dissolve in light.
Go to Outpost for adventurers leading.
I'm just gonna like,
Okay. And that's your
Kobolds
turn.
run in scary fights.
That gives us. That moves us to Vikram, unless you have something else you want to do.
But that's my first goal. After that, I was planning on heading to the.
So is that it, Isaac?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry.
So, go
yes,
ahead.
yes. My turn's over.
Cool. So, okay, Vikram's up.
Yes, there's rumors of a some kind of magical academy.
I think I would need to roll another insight to see like you grappling with him to know if you're trying to keep him alive or not.
Okay, go for it.
I will.
That is another 1.
You're still disoriented.
Yeah.
You can see, but it's just like brain fogged a little bit.
Yeah.
Now is a good time for you to do me a favor. We're gonna have, because you went down. I'm gonna have you do this in a minute, but because both of you went down to 0 and had to make death saves, I'm going to enact the lingering injuries table policy here.
All right.
You've taken enough damage to warrant this, so for this particular table I'm looking at, I would like you to roll a. I think it's 2d10s is what this table's using.
Okay.
By the way, the 0 on the D10 is a 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is it a D100 or
It's 2d10s.
2D10s?
Yeah.
All right.
11.
Just use one of those. Use 2 of those minis you have in that tray right there.
I only have the 1D10.
That was a joke.
I mean, guess you're anywhere, but.
6 and 1.
Cool. So a 7. You're slightly disoriented as you've suffered suffered from what suddenly feels like broken bones. I need you to roll a d6.
All right. 3.
Okay, so with this one it would be. Okay, a 3 means that there is a broken, basically a broken rib that is going to cause you problems. The injury heals if you spend 10 days doing nothing, but resting, or if you receive magical healing of 2nd level or higher.
Okay.
Lesser restoration also heals the injury. But you currently have a broken rib, which is making it hard for you to focus on much of everything else, aside from now that the immediate dangers seem gone.
All right.
What else would you do with your turn?
Knowing I'm a little disoriented, I'm a little hurt. I see you struggling with a guy, I would guiding bolt the guy. I would try to guiding bolt the guy.
Okay.
I do hear they.
So I think it was it's a range spell attack. 23 to hit.
Okay, and what's the damage?
Well, what are you guys doing here in the dumpster?
Spells.
If not to learn.
So first level, so 4d6.
It's yeah. It's possible.
Yeah. 6, 12,
You would have to
15,
roll
17.
all ones for this creature to stay alive. Enemy struggling. Pew, 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 pew.
Yep.
You're just holding him and he just evaporates.
Yes, you're holding, and you just See, now I can't think of anything except for the new Wolverine Deadpool movie and like you're just feeling the human shield action happen, like as this creature that you had kind of under control takes a substantial amount of damage and seems to fall limp in your arms.
Well, nah.
You know, it's possible that it didn't kill him, but who can say? You'd have to do a medicine check.
Well, maybe we can still freeze him or something, or get him to the city. Use him. Maybe
it's still a body upgrade.
Yeah.
I will say the body is glowing.
That's okay.
It also has wings.
The body is glowing with wings. So yeah, okay.
You are aggressive.
All right, so that happens. After Vikram, so
Unless I could also see the goblin running away. I don't think I can.
No, I think that line of sight would be blocked here.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Are you guys letting the other kobold run away that's alive?
I am.
Yes.
I think I'm.
I can't really do anything
You're
about it.
focused on the other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Samael would come crawling out. Let's have him make a wisdom check. Somewhere in the middle. He'd probably be caught up in the moment. So he'd go to shoot his crossbow. Samael's going to land a crossbow bolt in that guy for 12 damage, or 11 damage, which is enough. So the kobold and like the rest of you just hear this final in the forest.
Shouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna let him go.
Yes, that, and you watch. It's like an elf with the last snowball. Like he's getting away. You know, that whole thing. The weird pop culture references I give you. I'm sorry, but okay. And now, so we'll say that all of the combat has dimmed down. I need you to roll 2d10s for me for the lingering injury.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, so with a 14, roll a d4.
1.
Okay. Okay, it's now you've let your wings kind of dissipate, and you've noticed that you've actually got part of your shin where the dragon dog had bit you is broken, shattered. So you have a broken. I feel like I should know the name of that bone, but your shin's broken. You've got the lower leg is a crippled limb. So now your speed's reduced by 5 feet, and if you want to take the dash action, you're going to have to make a DC 10 dexterity save or fall prone. Magical healing of 2nd level or higher removes this effect. Lesser restoration also heals the injury. Cool. So you're kind of in this moment. You're like, you were all like adrenalinized, and then that happens, and it's like everything just goes, and you're like, ah!
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes. I'm bleeding profusely from my leg, and it hurts so badly. Cool. So with that, you all have successfully completely demolish this particular troop of kobolds that you have no sense of context or anything on. So maybe for the sake of picking up next time, since it's almost 9 o'clock, what's the basics of what you would do next? Are you staying here to rest for the night? Are you doing anything with the bodies, or are you going to keep running as best you can to Greenest?
I don't think I can walk anywhere.
Yeah, I'm good.
I have a second heal. I have a level 2 healing spell too, so I can heal you. Not you though.
So you're just going to stay here for the rest of the night?
I think moving would be better.
So if you gave me that second level heal thing, I could walk, but combat wouldn't be the best ideal thing for me.
I guess we have a few more days. It's like 2 more days.
You can make a survival check to see if you realize how many days it's going to be.
15 plus nothing.
Okay, so that's high enough to know you guys were plowing through at a pretty good rate, and you probably would have been there by morning if you hadn't stopped. So you're not too far out from Greenest. You're maybe a couple hours actually travel. It's just dark, so it was hard to tell.
Okay.
But are you guys staying for the night here? Technically, you can't move anyways, but
if you give me that second level healing. Wait, do you have second level restoration or?
It's a second level healing. Second level healing spell. So if I'm about to leave upcasting to level 2, it would just be fine.
Oh yeah, then I can do that.
It would be Thursday, so we'd repeat next Thursday. All right, here's what I'll say. We'll pick up with you all kind of taking an assessment of where you're at, but everybody level up to 4 for your characters. And if you guys were good with next Thursday, we can do this again. Yes.
We're only murderers.
Thanks everybody. Have fun. It was good meeting you, Ryan.
Yeah,
and then it was good to have you back, Ashton. And
I have a replacement now.
Yeah.